Adventure, exploration, intrigue. These are but a few of the things a Pathfinder seeks. From the far-flung corners of Galarian, in exotic locations, dangerous dungeons, and unearthed tombs, legends will be born. These are the tales of the Glass Cannon Pathfinder Society. Welcome to Disorganized Play.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh, it's looping.
Wow.
Whoa. There's nothing more disorganized.
Yes, sir.
Is that the voice of David Attenborough?
It is a surprise to everyone here, I think, that we even are here. That's how disorganized play is. Welcome back, everybody. When I say back, I mean welcome back after a 6-year hiatus. The last episode of Disorganized Play aired 6 years ago. And at that time, we thought, hey, there'll be an episode next month. Nope. Things changed. Life happened. So many different projects and so many different stories later. I can't get into it right now, Mary Lou. We met so many fine and wonderful people, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 90% sure that I didn't know anyone that I'm playing with in this game today when the last episode of Disorganized Play aired. It was in 2018. Exciting. So yeah, it's been a long time. Actually, it might have dipped into 2019, but let's not get too technical. So welcome back. This used to be a chance for me to run Pathfinder one-shots, and oftentimes themed under the Pathfinder Society. That is not what we're doing today. We're doing something a little different, still a PF2E one-shot, but we're going to do something a little different, which I'm excited to tell you about in a second. But first, I want to introduce my slate of players that I have the honor of playing with here today. First, you know her, you love her, Sydney Amanuel is here. Also, we have Jared Logan in the house, a forever GM on the network, never gets to play any Pathfinder, and he said he wanted to, so we'll see if that's actually true. Rob Kerkovich joins us. Rob Kerkovich, who a good buddy of mine who I love to play games with, but who incidentally has never played Pathfinder 2nd Edition before today. Yep. So this is also going to act as a training session. We're going to teach somebody how to play the game together.
So nervous.
It should be fun for all. And last, but certainly best, ladies and gentlemen, Mary Lou. Mary Lou!
Yes. Wait, I love that intro. That was great. Do that every morning when we meet at 9 a.m.
Please do that every morning.
When I wake up every day.
Recording of that so I can play it as soon as I wake up and feel good about myself.
Yeah, as soon as I wake up. That's great.
So a couple days ago, we had a different stream scheduled in this time slot, and due to some cast scheduling conflicts, we suddenly had to cancel it, and we had no replacement. And I was like, let's bring back Disorganized Play. I'll get a bunch of people that might want to come in and do a dungeon crawl with me. And you guys answered the call. Thank you so much.
I want to do a dungeon crawl.
Jared, you said you want to play more. Why?
Yes. Well,
why did that come up?
As someone who almost exclusively GMs for years, I find that I think my learning curve, I've flattened out on how to learn how to GM a little bit, and I need to play to be able to learn how these things work a little better.
Yeah, that's
and
a great point.
I need to learn to listen, and I need to learn to wait my turn.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Important lessons.
Jared, I thought you were going to say you need to get into the mind of like the psychopath that players are so that you can
so that you can like
them. Yeah. Reverse psychology them.
That's really funny. Yeah, that's a good thought, Sid. Also, my wife and I have opened up our marriage, so I'm looking for new sexual partners. And I thought I could maybe find those in the local TTRPG crew.
Always down.
No, this is just practice for when I go to my local Pathfinder Society meeting.
Understood.
Tournament.
To pick up chicks.
Tournament?
Yeah.
Or dudes. It's like I'm
it's that open.
Thinking of
really
trying
opened.
all kinds of new things here in my 40s, you know.
Honestly, out of all the places,
spice things up.
Might be a good
So you know
spot
that we'd say no, right?
I'm not asking you, Mary Lou.
That's
Speak for
why I
yourself.
said you know that we
told you that. How would I even? It's a computer.
People figured it out during COVID.
people. Yeah, lots of people like that.
Life
There's a whole
finds a way.
NSYNC song about it.
I'm
Mutual
dying.
masturbation found a way.
I'm literally dying.
Mary Lou, you
What?
have you are of course a star of Blood of the Wild on the Glass Cannon Network, available through our subscription service. If you are a member of the Naish, you can hear Blood of the Wild GM'd by Jared, and Mary Lou and I play in that game. Have you played any regular characters in PF2E outside of your druid in that game?
No, only a druid.
So this is your first dip into a different class. Spoilers, we're not going to say necessarily what you've played, what you are playing, but it's not a druid.
This is my first dip into this class, and one little spoiler as well. It's a class I've never seen anybody play. Like, I've never played in a game with somebody even playing this class.
Wow.
So it's not a crazy whatever. You'll see. It's a very normal class.
Whatever. You'll see.
But I have no experience with this class whatsoever. But Princess is here, so I'm.
Oh, as long as Princess is here, you know, let's get the mandatory princess shot.
Princess.
It's a princess.
Princess.
Oh, yeah.
It's Peony. Yes. The best girl in the world. Princess. Oh, isn't that nice?
Sydney, my good friend, we play so many games together. It is such a joy to get to play with you, and I really thought I might be spreading you a little too thin here, even asking you to come do this. So I sent Sydney a rather long text apologizing for even asking her to do this and asking if she'd be interested, to which her response was, exactly, I'd love to, ! You know me, I'm a yes man. She is down for anything. Oh, and then the next message, I'm going to make a Leshy Bard.
Are you a Leshy Bard?
No, I did not. I said that to piss Joe off and regret asking me immediately.
She played against type. She played against type.
But I am playing a class similar to Mary Lou that, like, I don't know on Glass Cannon if we've
I don't think anybody's played it in 2E. I don't think so.
Shockingly, weirdly, I don't know.
Drum roll.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm excited.
Exciting
Also,
stuff coming.
I want to say, I said yes because in that text, Joe listed who else was joining this game. And immediately I was like, an excuse to hang with Jared, Mary Lou, and Rob? I think yes.
Yep.
This is a pretty great crew. I'm really
It's already the best
excited.
thing the network's ever done.
Already.
10
I mean,
minutes in.
we're what, 5 minutes in? You
Hands
can
down.
already tell.
We are going to make Joe's life a living hell for 3 hours,
Yeah.
and I cannot wait.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to take it in stride. One of the things that I plan on doing, and I think we're all going to work together on this, and I love this aspect, is teach Rob Kerkovich to play 2E.
Please.
Now, there's a big aspect of this that is, sort of, I can't think of the word I'm looking for right now, but what I'm trying to say is, I have wanted Rob to be available like a utility player on a baseball team, to be able to hop in and play with us. If we're doing a live show in Denver, I want Rob to be able to come and be on the show,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But it's tough because he's never played 2E. Well, how's he going to get the practice playing 2E? Like, what do we have time to play off air? Like, no, not
Nope.
really. We
Don't
don't have
want to.
additional time to play off air. So I was like, why not just play on air, play live, and we'll figure it out live. And I think that this is going to be a great way to start introducing you to the game. Now, you have played a ton of D&D, right?
Yeah, I've played a lot of D&D, so
Yeah.
I'm not ultra concerned. But I cracked open this handbook last night. I was like, oh, okay, all right, this is I see.
Handbook? Are you sure you have the right game?
I'm sorry, the core player core.
It's a
Right.
core, not a handbook.
We're playing Advanced D&D
Totally
Second
different.
Edition, right?
Yes.
Totally different, Rob.
Totally different.
Okay. Well,
I
let's
do
get
appreciate the number of terms for the word move. And I'm excited to get them wrong as we attempt to
Hey, don't
move.
worry. We're going to be giving you lots of incorrect information.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And the chat will correct us, and then we'll get it right.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's another reason I love doing it live, love being able to reference the chat. And thank you to all of you that are out here hanging out with us live. What's
Hi,
up,
chat.
Tolubar? I see you there in chat. And Sharky's here, of course. And the Clorp Doc and Great Gray is here. And Drew and Fisco. Hey, Fisco's here.
Oh, hi, Fisco.
Friend of the show. This is fantastic.
Squid
Minshew,
twerking
thank you for
time.
coming by.
Clorp Donk.
Do me a favor, and what do you drop in chat for respect? Is that F? F in chat? Is that
That's
what
when
it
you
is?
like die, I think.
Yeah,
Right,
F is for
yeah.
when you're bad.
Yeah, it's only bad.
I think
I think
F's in
it's like
chat are
a
like
RIP kind of thing. Like you died. It's like
Oh,
from
they're
Call of Duty or something.
dropping
my
a lot
God.
of F's
It
in
is
chat.
F. A
We
lot of
sound
Fs are
like
getting dropped.
boomers.
F is for
All right,
fail.
I'm gonna have to.
How do
I'm
you
gonna-
send
In
an
my
email?
games, it's Rip Bozo.
All right, I'm gonna have to change it.
I
Drop
don't. If I comment in chat, will they steal my identity?
But nowadays. Yes.
Do me a favor and drop. Let's change this because now there's so many Fs. Let's drop a 1 in chat if you
We're
were
number one.
around for the first run of Disorganized Play. If you heard our original Disorganized Play games back in the day, drop a 1 in chat. I'd love to see how many OG people. Oh, yeah, Stino,
Oh, wow.
totally. And Sharky. Oh, look at all these folks.
Oh, Slime
Story.
Basher.
Oh, this is amazing.
Epic
Nice.
Dave.
Oh, wow, this is wonderful. You guys are the best. All right, so
Whoa.
those of you that had listened before,
What are you guys even looking at? Is this Twitch or YouTube? What is happening?
Twitch,
Grandpa.
Twitch.
It's Twitch.
I'll put the link.
It's on
I'll put
Twitch
the
and
link in
YouTube.
private. I'll put
you
the
can
link
also
in private.
you can also look at the comments on StreamYard where we're streaming from. You can look at the comments.
Grandpa, go back to your
yeah,
room.
that's true.
I'm ready for bed.
How are you even seeing this? What are you
Where?
seeing?
Where's my shoes?
Oh wait, yeah. I'm gonna do the one on StreamYard because it has
look at that.
YouTube too.
YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, exactly. So, oh, by the way, speaking of old man, this is not a bit. I literally bought these yesterday.
Your readers?
Oh, you got some readers?
Oh, some readers.
I need
You look
readers,
good.
not like desperately, but I'm starting to notice when I pick something up and look at it, I like it hurts my eyes to read it, and I have
Put
to
them
like
on again, Joe. I want to see something.
Back
Put them
it up.
on again. Oh my God.
You look
You
like
like
a
become
grandma.
smarter.
I'll tell you what's
The way
what's
you
not
look
smart.
over them looks very like grandma to me in a sweet way.
You look like you automatically love butterscotch.
It's because I got my Werther's original right here.
I think the red looks good. I think it's nice.
I like
Hey,
the
thank
red.
you.
I want to see you in round glasses. I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to manifest it.
No,
Okay.
hard disagree. That's like a steampunk swerve for him that he's just not his vibe.
I can't pull off steampunk,
like
Rob.
no, like grandpa
Not if you wanna
round,
hang out
like
with me.
tortoise shell, not like perfectly round, but more round.
Oh, I see. I
that's
was
what I wanna
picturing the
see.
tiny.
No, not like Doctor Horrible, like
Horrible.
like
Dr. Bad.
That's
Like
who
a
they call in during the
grandpa.
Civil War to really.
I know what you're saying, Mary Lou.
I hear you, Mary Lou.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah, but I'll definitely think about it. All right, we got a lot of ground to cover, so
Think about
so
it,
let's
that's all I'm
dive in
saying.
here. Those of you that were here in the OG and listened to the originals, these were very Pathfinder Society-focused games. Not doing that today, and that's okay, but it is going to still be Joe running 2E in a one-shot dungeon, so I'm looking forward to it. But we're doing something different today, something I haven't done before, and I'm really excited about. I reached out to everybody and said, look, let's just throw together in a couple days a dungeon crawl. Let's just do a dungeon crawl. They're fun. We can learn classes. We can learn new abilities. Rob can learn combat mechanics. We'll just do a dungeon crawl. And as I went out researching what to do, what dungeon I should run, I ended up stumbling on an absolute gem that I want to tell you guys about, which is just phenomenal. So from AAW Games, anybody, if you've ever heard of this, it's Adventure a Week Games. They create a lot of different content for RPGs, all different stuff, a lot of D&D stuff, and now some Pathfinder stuff as well. But one of the things that they create is called the Mini Dungeon Tome. And it is a tome, there's one for 5e, of 140 dungeons in one book, and every dungeon is 2 pages. Half of the page is a map, and then the other page and a half is just small details of the rooms and a monster, and it's all designed for you to be able to whip up a dungeon really quick, whether it's a side quest, and it's all setting agnostic. It's designed to be plug and play
That's
into
cool.
different games. If you need something in a swamp, if you need something in a whatever, and then it's all organized by level. I mean, really, really smart stuff. So huge shout out to them for just, making this thing. It's awesome, and I highly recommend people check it out. I reached out to them. They got back to me and they helped me out with getting, they make awesome VTT maps and GM maps and player maps, so that, so you have both options. As a GM, you don't have to craft the map around what the players aren't supposed to see and stuff. So highly recommend them. Check out their stuff. They made a PF2E mini dungeon tome with 130 adventures. Then they made a Dungeon Tome 2 that just came out with 130 new adventures for PF2E. And that's what we're going to be pulling from today. A low-level dungeon. We're going to play second level today. And I'm very excited to hop into it. So let's just get going.
Woo!
I told everybody, don't worry about backstories. Don't worry about role-playing so much, but, we'll let everybody do what they want to do. I just wanted to give you a couple sentences of setup and get you into it. And when I found this mini dungeon tome, that's what it screamed. It screamed like, all you really need is a couple sentences, and you can dive in. So that's where we will start. So let me get a little bit of music going here, and I want to. There we go. That's a little loud. So let's get a little music going, set the vibe here. I want to set a brief vibe of exploration. I want you guys to think about those explorers that set out to explore places in the world that are dangerous and unknown and contain all sorts of, danger, evil, good, deities, gods, blessed places, undercrofts, all this kind of stuff. These are the people that sometimes die during their adventures and sometimes return with epic and amazing things. Well, one such explorer that is famous in this part of the world that we are in goes by the name of Victor Krygor. Krygor. Victor Krygor, a famous explorer from long ago who you might know his name just sort of as a famous person that has come across and you've heard about over time, but you might not know too many of the fine details. However, you do know that in this part of the country where you currently are, he had a manor where he lived with his family that has since fallen into ruin. Whatever has happened to his family is beyond the scope of what we know here, but what you suspect as characters is that he may have hidden beneath his manor a dungeon that contains some of the valuables he found on his many adventures around Galarian. If this is true, it could prove to be a very valuable payoff during your explorations. So that's why you've come here today. You've come here as treasure hunters of sorts. This group of players, all I told them, I don't know anything about their characters except their stat blocks. They sent me their character sheets. That's all I know. I don't know. They don't even know each other really yet. What we're sort of working with is just a very quick overview that they are mercenaries of some kind. They need money. They exist through a life of trying to get contracts and do jobs. This particular one is not a job. You're not working for anybody, but you heard a rumor that below this manor or estate, there was a hidden dungeon that contained valuable treasures from this explorer, Victor Krygor's times exploring around the world. Thus, you decided to come here and see if you can't plumb a few things out of this dungeon, if indeed you can find it. And so we're going to begin. Mary Lou, did you ever send me your character sheet? Mary Lou?
No.
Could you email it to me? Is that possible?
No. I'm struggling to make it.
Oh dear.
Disorganized play indeed.
Capital D, disorganized?
I don't know how to add spells.
What are you using?
Oh.
Aren't we all on Foundry?
Okay, so if
you're
making
using Foundry?
You're using Foundry?
Should I be using something else?
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
If you're using Foundry and you've already started in there, you go to the compendium packs. It's like a book-shaped thing in your toolbar.
Got him.
And then you can type in what you want to add, spells or something. You drag it over to your character sheet.
And then you click and drag it to your character sheet and drop it on
Very
your character
interactive.
sheet.
And
sorry, you don't have to send me your character sheet if you built it in Foundry. I didn't realize you did that. So I don't need it then. I can see it right here. So that's fine. Okay. So I'm just going to start off with some quick rolls. And I can tell you this. As you come to the estate, and start poking through the ruins. You don't see any sign of anybody around, and you find poorly disguised behind a fireplace, what was once a fireplace, but now it's kind of ruined, a set of stairs going down. However, two of you, and it actually is Artan, it is Jared, and it is it is Jared and it is Sydney. Both of you, while examining the grounds, find a second stairwell, which was a little bit more well hidden, slightly off outside of the manor house, in the back of a mausoleum that existed sort of just off the house. So this old stone mausoleum has a second set of stairs that you have found going down. The first decision I put to you just as players right now, not in character, do you want to go down the fireplace steps or the mausoleum steps?
Fireplace.
My character, Artan, a monk, a Vudrani monk.
Yeah, describe like what he looks like.
He's completely bald. He is carrying almost nothing on him. He has like a small pack with maybe a couple things in it. No weapons, no armor. And he's young, even though he's bald. He looks like he might be like 21, 22, something like that. And he, when he talks, it sounds like he's been dubbed from another language in an old movie. So,
Whoa.
he says, it stands to reason that if this passage was more hidden, that even better treasures are below. And he's pointing to the mausoleum entrance. If it was more hidden, then it's got better stuff.
A guy who stands next to you. Guy is a 5'11" man, human ? He's got very pale skin, sort of yellowy, fiery eyes, dark black hair, dark kind of beard, very stern, angular, and he's got his hood up. I would say he looks maybe rogue-ish. And he nods at you, Artan, and he says, I would have to agree. After you.
Let us see if our other companions would like to join us.
Well, let me
right.
just do this real quick. Do either of you have an objection, or do you want to just
No, I say
continue
we
with
tell everyone to go down these stairs. I agree with his philosophy that if this is more hidden, probably better shit.
Harder to find, better shit.
Okay. She says, after you, Artan, you begin to descend into these hidden steps behind the mausoleum, and you immediately are plunged into complete darkness. You can't see the way forward down the steps.
Why did you stop?
Should have thought of... it is dark below. We should have thought of that. Don't worry, Artan does have a pack, as I said, and he will dig around in it and pull out a torch and a flint and steel.
Jesus Christ, do you guys need light or something? And then light.
Right.
Are you sure you have that spell? You've dragged and dropped it?
I'm pretty sure I have it, but I have not figured out where to drag it.
That'll be one of them.
I can drag it, and I can drop it, but it doesn't stick. But anyway, I'm just looking at all of my spells lists, and I got light.
All right, so describe this character, Mary Lou. Who do we see saying this?
You gotta look down because she's about 3 feet tall. She's a halfling. She looks nice. She's younger. She's got good skin, nice hair. She's wearing some smart business casual robes, and this is a cleric Abadar. She's a city girl, though. Like, she's got some like her adventuring boots are really shiny. And she's got gear that looks not super well used. So she's here with her clean fingernails, and she's like, "You guys need some light? That'll be 2 gold." Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're weird. You're weird. You're weird.
It's so funny that you would say that because I would call you weird. I would call you very weird, both of you. You're very strange. But I'm so glad you're here. I'm just can't wait to be helpful on this.
Are you going to cast it? Or
You can cast the light.
you going to cast the spell?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I did. Did I not?
Okay.
So you're just going to cast it on Artan?
Yeah, sure. You got you.
No,
yeah,
don't,
yeah.
Please stop. Don't cast it on me.
I can.
Cast
if
it on
you
an
want.
object.
What? On an object? You got an
Yes.
object? I'll do it. You wearing a necklace
Cast it on your
or on
pack?
your shoes?
I
cast
pull
it on
out
your
a-
pack. There you go.
No, not on my. Okay.
It's on your pack.
My pack is glowing now.
Yes, your pack is glowing now. I can do it on whatever you
I
want. I
would've
cast it on
used a
your pack.
rock or a piece of
now,
soap or
now Guy's
something,
pack
but-
is glowing too.
Sure.
Oh no! Please
No,
don't
your pack's
cast
glowing.
it.
Now your pack's glowing.
You're
No,
sort
that
of
was your
ruin-
idea, and you had a
it's-
great idea, and
No,
so I
it's sort
wanted
of
to honor and respect your
ruining my-
idea.
No, it's ruining my whole thing. He takes his pack off and just throws it. I don't want to do that. My thing is sort of like shadow, so could you not? That would be awesome.
Could you not?
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. I take it off Guy's pack. Your
All right,
pack
I pick my
stays,
pack.
though.
I pick my pack back up.
Okay, descending these steps. Artan now has a pack that is just emanating a light pulse of light that comes out and shows the way ahead. A steep 10-foot wide stone staircase that had been crumbling descends into the ground below. Jared, as he keeps walking down, you don't hear anything, but you also don't see a larger door below. You see, as your light starts to pour down into the edge of the stairs, you begin to see on the left side what looks like a large statue. Its profile to you on the left side, reading a book. And then almost the exact same statue across the way, roughly 15, 20 feet, looking at that one, also reading a book. This light sort of shines up on them. And as it does, you see sets of red glowing eyes in the back of the room. And you suddenly hear a call, and bursting into the light comes a goblin that is running at you with a sword. And we're going to roll for initiative.
All right.
All right. So, Rob, you're going to roll your perception for initiative. And you can go ahead and tell me what that roll. Oh, actually, give me 1 second here. We'll get this set up, and I'll let you guys know what you can go to the map. Oh yeah. All right. All right. Just getting this ready here.
Joe.
So yeah. Go ahead.
Question, would you allow me to use my stealth for initiative, or do I need, I've never played a rogue before, do I need to always be like, I'm stealthing, I'm
Of
stealthing?
course. No, what I'll say is you're always stealthing unless you tell me otherwise.
Okay, cool.
Right?
Cool.
So then you can roll stealth for initiative, especially if you're going down into a dark place like this. That
Sweet.
sounds perfectly fine to me. Also, another point of order that I did not mention is that you all have a bottle cap.
Ooh.
You all have a bottle cap, of course, to
And
kick
what
this
is that?
off. So a bottle cap.
Inspiration.
Okay, great.
Yeah, basically, it allows you to re-roll after you know the result. Not the results, but you know what number you rolled. You
Yeah.
can then decide if you'd like a re-roll. You can turn that in for a re-roll.
Love it.
You can also earn more bottle caps through gameplay stuff and
Okay.
what have you. But that is the one that you're going to
Should
start
I
with.
see a map right now?
Nope, not yet.
Okay, good.
I'm going to have it for you in 1 second.
Take your time,
I'm just
sorry.
getting everything ready here. Okay, let's get initiatives from Guy, please.
16 for Guy, and I'm gonna figure out an accent for Guy. It's somewhere. It's coming.
Okay.
No, don't.
Rob, we haven't met your character yet, and I'm happy about that. We'll meet them in initiative. What is your initiative number?
I rolled a 20, natural. And
Oh.
do I add my perception to it?
Yes.
So at 26.
26.
God damn, this
Wow.
person's cool.
Amazing.
That is awesome.
Amazing. Okay. And then, let's see. Dorinda, your initiative?
13.
13. And then Jared, your initiative.
My horrible rolling has begun. 7.
7.
For a monk.
Oh,
That's
my God.
insane.
Yeah.
Well, this is probably perfect because, okay, we will now, I'll now take you to a map. Let's see if we can get this to work. So everybody should, on the map, you should see your token. You might just see a
I
black
see it.
screen. If you do zoom out, you might have to move over a little bit, but you should see a little glowing light coming from Artan down there at the bottom of the steps, and just at the
see.
edge, perhaps, of your vision, you see some goblins that are starting to come in. Though, as this light hits them and they scream and react and seem to start to run at you, we see Rob's character in the back gets the jump. So, Rob, describe what we see in the light that's just emanating off of Artan.
Okay, so this wasn't necessarily, I feel like this is a great introduction. Okay, so there's these two statues, right? And they're pretty large.
Yeah.
There's like, right as the goblins are coming out, you kind of notice that like what looks like a third giant statue that was just leaning against the wall, possibly just waiting for you guys to arrive, detaches off the wall, and it's a gigantic orc wearing nothing but fur briefs and a human skull mask. And Joe, can we retroactively, from a narrative standpoint, say that when I rolled initiative, I entered a rage? Because he's a barbarian.
He is a barbarian, and I believe you have that ability, if I'm not mistaken. I believe you have...
According to a podcast I hastily listened to during my dog walk this morning, I think barbarians can now rage when rolling initiative?
Yeah.
It should be it's free. Yeah. So
I swear I saw that on your sheet, and now I can't find it, of course.
Oh yeah,
Whenever
the
we're live, I can't find
remaster
anything.
remaster is a free rage. People are saying you do it automatically.
I saw it on your sheet. I can't find it now, but it was a free action when rolling initiative. You can enter a rage.
Heck
Okay.
yeah.
So yes, sir, you can absolutely enter a rage.
All right, so off the side of the wall, this orc peels off. His name is Obliteron. And you hear...
Obliteron!
And you hear him just go, "You guys are late. I hate people who are late!" And then just starts charging towards the goblins.
Okay, talk to me about movement here. So can you control your
chat.
token?
Oh, Jesus.
I think you have to unpause the game.
Oh yeah, that's my fault. I'm sorry. There we go. Unpaused. And yeah. So you just have to click on Obliteron, and if you can't, just let me know. and we'll just move
Somebody do it for right now. I was trying to do it on my iPad, and that's a bad idea.
Okay. So I'm just going to assume you're going to charge forward to the first goblin and swing away.
Let's go.
Now,
He's-
describe what you're holding. What is in your hands? What's your weapon?
He has this like one-handed orc weapon that's just called Claw, and it's like extra curved, and it fucking looks metal. This is just a Frank Frazetta character, just plopping into this situation.
Got it.
So I don't know what the technical, what exactly it's like a sword thing. The one-handed bladed.
Yep, it's called an orc neck splitter.
Yes,
And
that's
it's
exactly
a
what it is.
one-handed axe that is designed to grip into the skin and then rip arteries directly out from the neck. So
Yeah.
a really
Jeez.
horrifying weapon that is advanced. You can only have it if you're an orc, but you have to know advanced weaponry unless you're an orc.
Yep.
It's one-handed. It has the traits Forceful, Sweep, and Orc. And do you have a shield in your other hand right now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then a shield in his other hand. He comes running and...
Yeah, the neck splitter was famous in the gladiatorial pits where Obliteron spent many years.
Wow.
All right, so free action rage. One stride action to get up to the goblin and then attack.
Yep.
Do it.
All right, I got 2 more. Okay, so now I'm going to roll this fucking die. And I'm going off of what? Strength? Do I add strength?
No,
Since it's a melee thing?
Look under the weapon itself. You have a +8 to hit. So
Okay.
roll your d20 and add 8.
24.
Ooh.
24 is a hit. So go ahead and
Whoa.
roll 1d8.
That's not a crit.
That is not a crit.
Whatever.
38.
Sturdy little goblins.
A 5.
You can see this goblin is kind of well armored. So you said you rolled a 5 on a d8?
Yeah.
All right, so that is a total of 10 points of damage, and you severely hurt this goblin, and you have an action left. You can swing again at a -5 penalty,
Whoa.
or you could do something else. You could move again, or there's a lot of other things you can do that we
What-
don't really need to get into right now. But
Can I do some? Oh, I have the shield in the other hand. Can I?
you
bash
could
him in
raise
the
your shield.
Oh, okay. Just to prep for a counterattack.
You can also shield bash if you want, but that also takes a -5.
That would be a -5 on this. Okay, yeah. Let's. And if I move back, I'm assuming there's some sort of like penalty. There's a reaction this thing can take against me if I try to
Curious if
disengage.
Possibly.
That's the thing about Pathfinder. A lot less creatures have attacks of opportunity. Like only very special creatures have attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
So
Usually like bosses type of thing. So the goblins probably not, but you never know.
Okay.
And that's why movement is such like a key thing in Pathfinder, because you can break it up and you can like move in, attack, and then move out, and then
Yeah.
the goblins have to spend one of their actions moving to you. So
Okay.
Action
you can
economy.
like use movement as a weapon in
Got it.
action economy.
I love it. Okay, Joe, I forgot. I've got this whole like intimidation thing. I've got
Oh,
intimidating
right.
glare.
Right.
Can I
yeah,
do
so you
some
should
sort
have
of-
done that before, but it's fine to do it now. It'll still help everybody else. So
Okay.
go ahead and
So
you
after
wanna,
I've slashed at this thing, I want to be, I just want to like fucking roar.
actually, looking at your sheet, you know what? You shouldn't. Let's just do intimidating. No, you didn't take that. You did, right?
It
no,
says, while you are raging, your demoralized and scared to death actions
Yeah.
from the intimidation skill and blah, blah, blah.
Okay, great.
They gain
so
the
roll
rage trait.
intimidation. Roll intimidation. I'm going to look at its will DC.
Okay.
Okay.
So I roll, and then I'm going to add what here?
Your intimidation skill.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
is-
guys. I'm acclimating to this character sheet.
It's +5.
Okay, so I rolled a 23.
23 is a success.
Nice.
So this creature is now afraid of you. It is indeed frightened.
Great.
Yeah, so we'll remember that. It is frightened 1. It would have been frightened 2 on a critical success. All right, so frightened lowers all of its checks and DCs. Very, very good ability, and that is the end of your turn. Hey, McD, if we can unclick off of all the characters, they're all selected right now. Unclick off of all of them, and then select whoever's turn it is, and we can see what they see. So just drag and highlight anything on the map that isn't them. Yeah, perfect. So, all right, now it is. All right, so that. Oh, I hadn't started the encounter yet. All right, that was Obliteron's turn. And now it is this goblin behind who screams, jumps up, and is going to try to attack Obliteron with a dog slicer. Ooh, I just rolled a 23 to hit, dude.
Oh. That
That is
probably
great.
hits.
I presume that is a hit against your AC plus. Oh no, you never raised a shield, so that is a hit against your AC.
Okay.
And let's see, boom. That is not going to hurt too bad.
Wait,
It's just gonna
this
be-
guy rolled with whatever my intimidation thing did to him?
No, this is
He was
another
not
guy, different guy.
This is another
Different guy,
goblin.
got it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, another goblin that ran up from behind and sliced at you. So you take 4 points of damage. He finds a piece of your skin. Oh my god! And I hit you a second time,
Oh
dude.
no.
My goodness, that is a 22 on the second
Cool, I wanted
roll.
an early lunch.
And then 5 more points of slashing damage.
Okay, so it was 4 and then 5.
4 and then 5. So a total of 9 damage you've taken as it's breaking the skin. And then it is Guy's turn.
Okay. Guy, who is very slinky and shadowy to begin with, is going to do what he does best.
He does best.
I'm doing what I do best. He is going to... He do what he do, and he do what he does. He's going to slink along the wall, and I'd like to climb up the statue to the right, holding the book. He's just going to, like, nimbly climb up. That'll be my movement. Do I have to draw my bow? Can we say it's already out, or?
Well, you have to roll to climb it.
No problem. I didn't know if you were
So that
going
would be athletics.
Didn't know if you were going to ask me, but that's no problem for a guy like me named Guy.
And it's going to be 2 actions.
problem at all.
1 to move to the statue, 1 to climb the statue.
Okay, can we say I already have my bow drawn then?
Sure.
Okay, so that's 21 to climb the statue.
That is a success. So Guy nimbly scrambles up this statue and gets purchased, 1 foot on the book? Like,
He's holding his bow in his mouth like he's just climbing up. And then, he gets 1 foot on the book and you see him.
phenomenal.
Just
All right,
lets an
who's he
arrow-
targeting?
He's going to target... I will do the one that Obliteron already hit because to get my sneak attack, they have to have not acted yet. So I have my advantage on them. They're like flat-footed.
Oh, okay.
Or they're off guard, off guard.
Okay.
So that's my surprise attack. They become off guard when I use my stealth for initiative, and then off guard foes, I get to do my sneak attack on. So I'm going to do it on that guy.
Okay. All right.
me
What is this? A
see.
short bow?
This is a short bow.
Okay. Give it to me.
Ooh. That's going to be a 22.
22 to hit is a hit.
Yay! Okay. So that will be, oh my gosh. I need 2 different types of die, 1 for this and 1 for the sneak attack. Okay.
2 different types of die.
Yeah, my oh wait, no, sorry.
They should both be 1d6.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so 1d6 on the bow plus an additional 1d6 sneak attack.
I rolled so bad. So that was 1 point for just the bow, but then I rolled a 6 for the sneak attack. So 7 damage total.
7 damage total. Okay. As you scramble up this statue and set purchase, you look at this creature. It even has a little bit of cover because of how big Obliteron is. Yet your arrow is able to strike true. Something happens, though, as you release that projectile. As it goes, you feel this strange, dark energy empower you and empower the shot. It's hard to explain, but it's almost as if your hand was guided by something. Like if you were playing a first-person shooter, it's like aim assist. Something like that has just happened that you can't quite explain. And as you release the bow, this small, almost imperceptible purple tendril follows your arrow as it goes through, and it strikes perfectly into the creature. Roll another d6
Whoa.
of damage. Another d6 of sneak attack damage. This is also precision sneak attack damage.
Okay, that's going to be 3 more points.
3 more points, and that is enough to kill the goblin. So this arrow, something just happened to you that you can't explain, and you put it right on this goblin, and it just... and it starts to choke up blood, and it dies.
And man, if I had another action, I would shoot another goblin, but I don't. That's it for the turn. But yeah, if anybody would see Guy, he just has his hood down, and he looks even more clouded in darkness, in this weird dark energy.
What is happening in this place? That was your turn. It is now Dorinda's turn.
And she's scared.
That's fair. That's fair. This is horrifying.
Don't love this. Oh my god. And I really quickly tried to make her in Path Builder because
I've been using Path Builder, and this is a little easier. So I will send this to you really fast, Joe, in a second.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, just do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And
Also, Rob, I robbed you of. That was not intentional. I stole some points from you because I forgot that you were raging when I was looking at your sheet. Though your numbers go up when you rage, so we just have to clarify that. But we'll take care of that on your next turn. Okay. Don't worry about it. All right, go ahead, Mary Lou.
That is okay. Yeah, and she shoots out little tiny metal darts from her hands. Needle darts. I cast it on the goblin on the left of Obliteron.
The goblin on the left, you cast needle darts. Okay, what is that, an attack roll, spell attack, or is that a save?
That is an attack.
Okay. Hit me.
18.
18 is a hit.
Let's go. I do 3d4.
3d4. Wow. Is this a rank 1 spell?
Pretty good for a cantrip. No, it's a cantrip. So
and you get 3d4?
6.
Oh, because it's heightened automatically.
9.
Well, it would
9.
only be first level.
It's just first level. It's 3d4. That's what I'm looking at.
Okay.
And that is 9 piercing.
9 points of damage. You splat these needles at this goblin, and it just falls back on its ass and dies.
Wow. It falls on its ass?
Yeah,
so
it just falls back on its ass and back and goes down immediately with Dorinda's spell that is obviously third party that she made up.
Did I kill it? Oh my,
what is this spell called?
Oh my god. Needle darts. Needle darts. It's a cantrip. Needle darts.
Is it
needle darts.
Uncommon or rare or something?
Neither of those things. None of those.
Neither of those things.
Have you heard of it?
Oh, it's from Rage of Elements. It's not remastered, but whatever. It's fine. Okay, awesome. And then I get a goblin that gets to
Nobody trusts me. Nobody trusts me because I can't do Foundry and because I usually don't know what I'm doing. Nobody trusts
Nobody
me.
believes in
Mary Lou,
me.
I trust you because I have no fucking
trust
clue
you.
what's
I
going
just
on.
know that
So
players
you can
and
tell me
spells,
anything.
they're like, this is from a third-party book called Spells of the Ancient Vampires. It turns
I've
their blood
already
into
made
oatmeal.
that mistake. I made that mistake years ago, and I haven't done it in a while, Jared. It's been a while.
Overpowered spell list homebrew edition?
Yeah,
Weird.
exactly.
I don't know.
Okay, so I killed it. She goes, oh my god.
So people in chat saying that it is fully remastered. I don't know. Like, is that 100% correct? Because I know that it came out. It was the first book after the remaster, but I don't think that. I feel like it has elements that are not in the remaster.
Okay, hold on. So they came out with second edition. Then did they remaster second edition, or you're talking about something?
Yeah, and it's all like it's really motivated by copyright stuff with D&D. It wasn't like changing the rules or anything like that. It was just updating, like changing names and stuff off.
Oh,
of
was that when like Wizards was like, "What if we sued everybody?" And then they were like, "Ugh," and then
what if we
just
charged everybody? Is what they were planning on doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so.
So nobody's mad at me? Great.
My other goblin's turn.
No, it's not because Needle Darts is only 2 actions.
Oh, right.
and
Sorry, that's
I
all you
have
did.
3.
Go ahead.
With my third action, I cast Guidance on Obliteron. She goes, hey, big boy, you can do it.
Thanks.
So now you have +1 to attacks, saves, or a skill check.
Great.
Next round, whatever you do.
The remaining goblin is going to level this long weapon at you. Sort of looks like a spear, but it's sort of janky, and it has like a blade on the end of it, and it has reach from 10 feet, and it just stabs out at Obliteron with this strange weapon. And it, oh my god, rocks, guys. 26 to hit. Actually, what is your AC?
I think it's 18, but then whatever this rage is rage doing something?
Yeah, let's double check that. No, you're fine, it looks like. So that is a hit, not a crit, and I am going to do damage to you. 8 points of damage. 8 points of, what is this? Slashing. Yeah, so it's this long pole, but it has this blade at the end of it. And then I will attack again. That is a miss with a 6. And I'll attack a third time and miss again. All right, so it's reaching out and slicing at you, but only hits you once, and it is Artan's turn.
All right. Artan rushes
What's Artan
forward.
got?
Artan's got nothing in his hands. Artan rushes forward in front of the goblin. He lands and he says, "On the streets of Niswan, they call me Artan the Tiger." And then he goes into tiger stance.
Yes.
Where his hands become claws and he attacks.
Yes.
All right, come on, Artan. That's a 16.
That is a miss.
God damn it!
I could even say you make contact, but he's wearing these strange, like this, this like ratty leather armor that takes the blow impact and just doesn't seem to hurt him.
Well, wait, it's a flurry of blows, so I get another one, right?
He is flurrying.
I should have said flurry of blows. Here comes the second one. This is at -4, but that time I rolled an 18.
18 to hit total.
18 to hit total with the -4.
That is a hit.
There we go, baby.
Softened him up and then followed up with a bam.
Not bad. That's going to be 9 damage as my fingers, which are like iron hard, cut into goblin flesh, covering my hand in sticky goblin blood.
Amazing. All right, you crush this goblin, but it gets sort of like it takes like a couple flavor steps back, and then steps back up into its square.
Flavor steps.
There's a lot of words that have capital letters in 2E that you can't just use frivolously. Jared knows this. You can't just say the word step. You'd be like, was that a step? He can't do that if it's not his turn. All right. Excellent job. Artan, was going into Tiger Stance an action for you?
Going into Tiger Stance was an action, so I moved, Tiger Stanced, and then I Flurry of Blows. Now, I think I get to do...
Flurry of Blows.
I Flurry of Blows him, and then I think that I also get to... I think I also get to do a 10-foot step back.
Really? What's that from?
That's from Tiger Stance. It says... let's see...
Gain the dexterity of a tiger.
Yes. You enter the stance of a tiger and make tiger claw attacks. These deal 1d8 slashing damage, are in the brawling group, and have the agile, finesse, non-lethal, and unarmed traits. On a critical success with your tiger claws, if you deal damage, the target takes 1d4 persistent bleed damage. As long as your speed is at least 20 feet while in tiger stance, you can step 10 feet. Oh no, I see. It's saying if I take the step action, I can step 10 feet. Okay, done. Sorry.
And so, Rob, a step, capital S step in this game, is moving 5 feet and does not provoke reaction strikes.
Oh, okay.
So you can move 5 feet carefully and not provoke reaction strikes. With Tiger Stance, Jared's character can move 10 feet without provoking.
So if you're 5 feet away, is that far enough away from a typical melee attack? Or like,
yes.
but something with like
unless
reach
the weapon
could
has
get
reach
it?
or the creature has reach,
Yeah.
This guy has reach, though.
Okay.
All right with this. Fucking...
This guy does have reach. All right, we go back to Obliteron. From the fighting pits of somewhere.
He's... I can't remember the name. I'm too concussed from 17 points of damage.
Is that how much damage you've taken?
Oh, yeah.
17? Oh, boy.
Took 9 the first time and then 8 the next time.
Oh, boy.
He's just raging.
So raging.
All right, where do you go? What do you want to do? You want to just move up and flank this goblin maybe with Artan?
I do, yeah.
Okay, great. You can get yourself into a great position here to make an off guard and then attack.
Yeah, I want to do whatever's the most beneficial here to annihilate this thing.
All right, so how about swing away with the old orc neck splitter?
Okay. Oh, yeah, so then it tells me my melee plus...
Yes.
things.
Oh, and let me see if that... I feel like I have it on here. Okay, so when you rage, you get 5 temporary hit points. It's very important, especially in this situation. You deal 2 additional damage on melee strikes. This additional damage is halved if your weapon is agile. You can't use actions with the concentrate trait. Okay, so you do 2 additional damage on a strike.
Plus whatever. So I might have killed that guy last time.
No, it was Guy that put that guy down. Guy finished. He still had plenty of hit points. But okay, go ahead. Give me an attack plus 8. It looks like it doesn't affect your attack modifier.
24.
24. Even off guard, that is not a critical hit, but it is a hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me D4, and it looks like we're going to add 6 to that.
Oh, wait. Wasn't last time
sorry,
D8?
D8. Plus 6.
D8 plus 6. 10.
10 damage, 9 hit points left. So you skewer this thing's neck while it's distracted by Artan's tiger stance, and you put it down.
Yeah, he just hooks him and pulls it, and then like an arterial spray just misses Artan.
Arterial spray. I love the term arterial spray. All right. Fantastic work. So you came in.
Trigger warning, we use the phrase arterial spray in this place.
Well, you came in and found this sort of secret entrance behind the mausoleum. You come downstairs, and there's 3 goblins in here. It's like, what? Wait, what? What's going on? And I'll leave you there for a moment to decide what to do next. I will say that as you look around the room, you notice the 2 statues that I mentioned. There are 6 small pillars that help to hold up the ceiling in this room, which is only about 10 feet high. And you notice 2 doors, big stone doors that exit out of this room. One door is to the east, right next to where you just felled that goblin. Another door is to the north, straight away from the stairwell that you came down.
I'm going
we have a full cat. We have a full-size cat.
Fat boy.
That's cat. More cat.
Being presented at auction.
That's Fat Boy. I feel like you're doing those like cat, where they like talk about the best cat in show, and they're like, look at his length.
Yep.
Look at his girth and
Check
length.
under its tail.
I can't believe
Can we see its genitals? Can you show us the
I want to see his
cat's?
butt.
Those are
I wanna
good
see his
genitals.
butthole.
Can you show us the cat's
No.
asshole, please?
Yeah.
Bring me the
yeah.
cat's ass.
Mary Lou, don't put it near your microphone.
This is wildly inappropriate.
One time I was cat sitting and I kept texting the owner, "How do I clean its butthole?" And she kept texting back, "You don't need to do that."
You shouldn't need it.
Please don't do that.
Artan's going to look at the goblins at his feet and say, "It pains me to end a life, but they had fallen from the path of virtue." And then he's going to take a look at the door nearest him, but he's going to use his thievery skill. You see, Artan was raised as an urchin on the streets of Niswan and Jalmaray. He was a pickpocket, a thief, and a robber before he found his monastery and was led onto the path of virtue. So he will now use his thievery skill, if he may, to investigate this door and make sure it is not trapped and to see if it can be opened.
Please do.
All right, here he goes. That's going to be a 19.
A 19. This old stone door, as you examine it, it does not appear to be trapped. And you don't notice any other mechanisms besides the basic doorknob to open it up.
Okay.
Or latch, whatever it is. Latch.
While Artan is doing that, Guy would like to sort of turn around to face this statue that he had climbed on. He's still up there. And he felt that weird sort of darkness auto assist. Somebody in chat said Sydney was using hacks. He wants to make sure he doesn't accidentally have hacks on. So he's going to turn around and sort of feel this statue. And I could do perception or like, I don't know if thievery would make sense, but he's wondering if that power came from this statue.
Sure, I can, you know what, we'll save time. You can do any your successful checks do not give you any information from this statue. You see no switches. You see nothing emanating from it. And unless you have the ability to detect magic, I don't think you would know if there's actual magic coming from this statue.
The eyes of the statue are glowing?
No.
Oh,
the glowing eyes were the goblins that he saw in the back of the room.
Right. Okay.
No, it seems like a mundane statue, but again, you would need some ability to detect magic.
Okay, he hops down
I have detect
then.
magic. Can I detect magic?
He tells Dorinda what happened.
Sure.
My name is Dorinda.
Oh, Dorinda. Sorry.
Dorinda.
Sorry,
Thank you.
Dorinda,
Thank
we've
you.
only just met. My apologies for calling you the wrong name. If you could be a doll and look at check out
Keep
this.
Crushing
Let me
it
try that again.
Crushing it.
Could you have a look at that? Thanks.
Sure. Anything for you? And I'll cast detect magic on
She's
the on the
making
statue.
him nervous.
Good.
You detect magic. You feel the presence of magic in the room.
Oh, there's magic.
It does
here.
not seem to be centered on the statue. It does not seem to be centered on anything in this room. It is emanating from somewhere else, potentially somewhere to the north. Past that door, you're kind of getting
This
that
door.
vibe.
There's magic. There's magic back here, behind this door.
The door to the north.
The door to the north. So that is
The door to the north.
That's the vibe that you get. Yeah.
The door.
I'd like to walk up to that door and do the same kind of check with my thievery, if that's okay.
Guy puts his hand on Artan's shoulder.
Uh,
Artan,
yes.
would you like me to check for traps before you attempt?
I, too, have knowledge of traps, but it feels like you really want to. And so I will step back.
No,
Sometimes inaction is a form of action.
That's a very
No, no.
monk thing to
No,
say.
Artan
No.
steps back and allows you to do it.
Oh, no, I was simply I was doing the polite thing, where you offer to pay, but in the hopes that the other person will ultimately pay. Do you want me to?
Wow. This just got even worse.
This
That's
is like-
incredible.
This is like one of the riddles my masters have given me.
Joe, while we've ground to a halt here, can I
I was just going to bring this up.
can I ask about this temporary hit point situation?
Yeah, I was just going to bring up that while you're having this nonsense conversation, Obliteron is bleeding out in the corner from multiple severe wounds. Okay.
No
Does
one's
anybody
talked to
have
the
the
orc.
means to heal or treat Obliteron's wounds?
So the temp hit points just means that goes away. So do I have 5 less than I thought I had? Or
Yes. So what do you have? How many HP do
So
you have
I was
now?
at 40 hit points. I took 17. You doled out 17 damage. So I put myself to 23.
Okay.
So-
and so now you're actually at 18? Or you
with
had
the temporary
40
hit points,
before?
was I technically at 45? And now
Yeah,
it's been,
I guess so, yeah. So then...
So I have 5 more.
Temporary hit points go on top of your hit points.
Yeah.
And they
yeah,
go
so
away
you
first.
have what you have.
So those
23, is
already
that what you
went
just
away.
said?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I have 23, so I should add 5 because when this combat started, I had 45.
Correct. You should add 5. So that's the HP you have right now.
Okay, I'm at 28.
Is anybody trained in treating wounds? Is anybody trained in medicine?
That would have been smart,
I
Joe.
am.
I feel like Mary Lou. Oh yeah, I thought Mary Lou over text
course.
was like first to
Come
say
here,
like
come
I'm
here, come
healing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, come here. But I gotta touch you to make it work. And she puts her hands on like your pecs because you're only wearing fur underwear.
I feel nothing.
She's going, Don't worry, it'll work in a second.
I just meant I'd have no sensations left in my body from the hard training as a gladiator. Calloused. My nerve
Wow.
endings are frayed.
That's fascinating. We'll see if we can make you feel something by the end of this dungeon. And I will treat wounds. I can treat wounds.
Gonna get you naked
okay.
by the end of this song.
And in the background, you just see, like, Guy keeps offering towards the door to Artan, and Artan offers towards Guy as you guys are healing.
And at this point,
no, I couldn't.
Artan's saying something like, if you open the door, you have taken an action that I have taken from you. Therefore, the principle of action is held in those who act and not those who don't act.
Guy is fiddling for his lockpicks but can't find him fast enough and is just like nodding and accidentally continuing this conversation. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right, of course. What you said. Uh-huh. Could you repeat that?
I want you to use thievery. I want you to do it.
Yeah, he'll pull it out.
Okay, great. He'll pull it out? Oh, you mean
He'll
the lockpick.
pull out his lockpicks. He'll pull out his lockpicks.
I don't think you're supposed to lockpick it that way.
Dude, wait till I run a dungeon for you, Rob.
Joe, I'm using my trap finder, but that's going to be plus a perception to find the traps, right? So this is first a perception.
It's just perception, yeah. You don't use thievery to find traps.
Right, so that's going to be a 17
Typically.
perception.
Oh, another thing that perception does in Pathfinder. Cool. Even though a thief would technically be the type of skill set that would find traps, perception does that, as well as determining someone's mood and motivations and initiative. Cool thing about the design
Jared,
of
I think
Pathfinder.
you'll find in real life, perception is an incredible skill that has a varying use in real life.
I can't believe perception's also used for traps in Pathfinder.
Well, it doesn't disarm traps. It just sees if you can see
the traps.
Okay.
You can't disarm a trap without being trained in thievery. All right, so you're 17. You don't notice any traps. It just seems like an old door to like a crypt or something like that you've walked down into through the mausoleum.
And no lock.
No lock, which is easy to open. Yeah.
He gives a thumbs up to Artan.
Very good. Well, let us wait for our companions to be ready to proceed.
All right, Dorinda, did you succeed on your medicine check?
16 plus 8, 24!
Whoa, that's almost a crit. Unfortunately,
That
it's
sounds
not. But you still are able to heal 2d8
Ooh.
damage.
Nice.
6, 4, 10. You get 10 hit points.
I'm almost back to full. That's
You
lovely.
get 10 back. You're now immune to that for an hour, unless you have some feat I don't know about. Okay, you're still down a few, but you're fine. And if you guys would like to continue, you can continue from here.
Yes, if you are sure that the door is safe, let us proceed to the north, to the source of magic that Dorinda detected.
Guy pulls his hood over. Follow me. He pushes the door.
Should the thief go first?
He pushes the door. All right, so go ahead up to the door, Sydney.
Oh, I almost tried to drag it in our video chat.
Go ahead up to the door, and then McD, let's click on Guy, because Guy has some special vision here. And as you open the door, you see a hallway ahead of you with stairs that descend deeper into the dungeon.
Down deeper. Okay, so he whispers to the group.
Down deeper. Now you are starting to leave the light that Obliteron sheds. However, as we can see, that Artan is shedding from his pack. However, we see that you are you're able to see in this darkness without a problem.
Yeah, in fact, the light was almost like a little too much. He was getting like overstimulated in his vision, and he leads the group because he has dark vision and he can see in darkness. And he looks back, and then you realize perhaps he's not human. Perhaps he is a fetchling.
Guy, what manner of creature are you that you can see in thick shadow?
I'm a fetchling.
Artan looks at the others and makes a face like, what is a fetchling? I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I've never heard.
Some people call us.
I've never heard of it.
Some people. He's talking to no one now as he descends. Some people call us that. Some people call us Kyle. I don't mind the term fetchling. I don't find it offensive. When I was in prison, and you just start to not be able to hear him as he walks away.
His own
Because he's walking
flashback.
away.
Does he know that we cannot
As
hear
I was
him?
in prison, I found it difficult to talk to other people. And when I was
Okay, he's going. Should we follow?
I guess I want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, I guess we
Yes.
follow.
Guess I want to hear more about his backstory.
Obliteron, you take the back. Follow me.
As Guy goes down these steps, you get to what looks like a T intersection toward the end. It seems like it goes into a hallway that goes left and right.
And that's when I found him dead. Never again, I said.
Oh my god.
Never again. All right. Looks like we've come to a crossroads.
You come to a crossroads. As you step out into this hallway here, you see that to your right, there is another stone door. To your left, the hallway seems to extend for some 50 feet or so before turning to your right.
All right. It appears that to the left, there could be another way, aside from this door. And I like Artan's thinking that perhaps the less obvious choice is the obvious choice. Artan?
I
turn to Obliteron. Do you know what the fuck these guys are talking about?
I'm just here to kill.
Yes.
I believe we should open the nearest door.
You are killing it.
You should know something.
Does my detect magic ping either west or east this way, Joseph?
Yeah, as you get closer, you feel the aura coming from the east.
Yes.
And do I know, like, what school of magic?
No, I don't
Detect
do that.
magic doesn't tell you that, but what I will tell you is that you feel a chill down your spine.
Oh.
As if the magic you're feeling is dark. It is tinged with a dark purpose, though you cannot explain it.
Oh. Because I am a holy cleric. And so when I feel...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you're sensitive to that. And you
Yeah.
can feel that there is something dark, negative about this.
Dorinda, is the magic you're feeling tinged with anything?
It's tinged with darkness. Thank you so much for asking.
Huh.
It does not feel good. So I feel like we probably want to avoid that.
Well, I will say, that same feeling was what guided my hand when I annihilated that goblin. The darkness overtook me. It helped me.
Interesting.
I kind of liked it.
So what you're saying is that you're a bad boy.
Dorinda, my goodness.
My orc nose picks up many pheromones coming from this tiny one.
Turns towards Dorinda and kind of raises his hood a little bit and just eyes her up and down, and then turns back mysteriously like a bad boy.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. All right. I heard.
Artan shoulders his
your
way
wisdom.
past the fetchling to the door and is going to examine it using perception.
That's smart.
The skill that does everything.
I'll roll it. I will roll it.
Okay.
For you. And I'm assuming you're looking for traps or any devices
Of course.
here that would be problematic to you. Okay. It does not appear to be trapped. Again, it seems like all the other doors you've seen so far. I know you can't quite see it on the map, but the art is the exact same as the other doors you've seen so far.
I believe we should open this door and investigate this dark magic. If there are more who are lost to sin inside, we can lead them to the path of virtue with our fists.
I like your attitude.
Thank you.
Okay. You're going to open this door?
I am going to, unless anybody objects.
You can go ahead and do it, Jared. So click on the little door icon, and it should open it.
Oh.
It's a room.
There's a room on the other side.
Oh!
As you open the door, it opens into a relatively small room, only 15 feet by maybe 20 feet. And inside of it is roughly a 7 foot in length and width pyramid that goes from the floor almost halfway up to the ceiling. It seems to be, even as you open this door, you who are not even attuned to magic, you can feel almost your breath taken away for a moment. This object, whatever it is emanating something, and it gives you a bad vibe.
It's to all of us?
Yeah, when you open the door, you can just kind of feel it. Like, you feel like almost as if you're being watched.
I'm gonna look back at the others.
As you
does
look
this
back,
thing like love death?
As you look back at the others, you feel like right behind the door where you just were and turned away, you feel like someone is standing right there, breathing on your neck, and about to strike.
Oh.
Wait, where do we feel that?
As you turn around to look at Guy,
yeah.
When you looked away from the pyramid, you immediately felt a presence right behind your ear, almost like breath on your neck, as if you're about to be attacked.
Uh-oh.
Dorinda.
Do I?
You
Yes.
are a servant of a mighty deity.
Yes.
You bear holy powers.
I sure do.
You should go inside and cleanse the place of evil. And I step aside.
Okay. If, all right. Kind of spooky, but sure. She's gonna approach slowly.
Okay.
And look at this pyramid. I want to inspect it. Can I use
So just
religion?
to be clear, you're standing outside of the
Yes.
door, looking in from afar.
Yeah.
All you can't see in darkness, so the light that is spilling from R10 is just sort of barely helping to glow one side of this pyramid. And from what you can see, there are little kind of runes inscribed on it, but nothing's glowing. There's no light coming from it, but you definitely feel, as you detect magic, that this is the source of what you were detecting.
I'd like to take like maybe a little coin from my pocket or something and cast light on it and toss it into the room.
Okay, I'm gonna test
So I can get more light in there.
my foundry abilities here. Okay.
It's a good idea, Mary Lou.
I'd like to create 3 different tokens, cast light on them, and then cast
Tink,
fog.
tink, 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 tink. Okay. I just put a little source of light in there. It's still just giving you, at this angle, that's still all you can see, really. I guess you can see now a little bit past the pyramid to the north wall, a little bit kind of just above the pyramid. You can see, perhaps a little bit of, there are inscriptions on the wall, like writing, that you feel like you could read if you were a little closer.
So here's the thing. I really want to go in this room, but I can tell that this pyramid really wants me to go in this room. And that just makes me a little suspicious as a woman of the world. When a man or a pyramid really wants you to do something, you should be a little careful, right? You should be a little suspicious, a little cautious.
Yes. Men and pyramids, they're all the same.
Men and pyramids often have, interests counter to your own.
Dorinda,
Oh, boy.
I can see in the dark. Would you like me to step in front of you and try to perceive with perception any traps?
Yes, absolutely. And she, please, you go first.
He swings Dorinda around to the other side. All right, I would like to just look. I know we're still at the doorway, blah, blah, blah.
You're not going to get any more information from the door.
Okay, fine.
Go in or don't go in.
I'm going in, and he just
Whoa,
moves past everybody.
wait. Maybe we don't even go in right now. Maybe we just say, okay, this is here, and we keep exploring. It looks like the only thing in this room is a pyramid.
Yes, and this pyramid really wants us to go in the room.
Well,
think about it. If a dark magic wants us to enter, then the path of virtue requires us to not enter.
That's what I'm thinking. That's how I'm feeling.
I turn toward Obliteron. Unless the dark magic wants to give us power, Obliteron.
I just want gold. Is it gold? Is it dark
Okay.
gold? I don't
Probably
care.
not.
See, I knew I liked you. I knew I liked you.
You should know something. I'm spoken for. The reason I'm trying to earn all my he looks off into the distance. I'm trying to earn enough money to free my beloved, who also is in the gladiatorial pits. Her name is Destructress. Is that right? Yes, Destructress. I wrote it down hastily 10 minutes ago.
And I'll just put in to say that I have taken a vow of celibacy and have never partaken the sweet gifts of erotic pleasure.
Yes, so we're essentially in the same boat.
Guy looks at Dorinda dead in the eyes. I fuck.
Jesus.
And then he just kind of turns.
Noted. Noted.
R10, perhaps you're right. I've fallen into these sorts of traps before. Let's try to find another way around.
Yes, I see no doors out of that chamber. There is only darkness within. Let us keep exploring and perhaps more pieces of the puzzle will come into view.
You three, on me. And Guy will start making his way to the other side of the hallway, as he can see in the dark.
All right, I'm coming. Don't leave me.
Stop. Stop. Everybody go back. Go back to where you were. Clarifying on the door. Are you leaving the door open?
Open.
Looks like we left
Okay.
it open.
Sorry, I forgot we have to control Obliteron. So Obliteron has
Help me,
to...
my iPad is not working, and I
Sorry,
can't remember
Why
my
are you
password
using
on
an
Chrome.
iPad, Rob?
Listen, there's a lot going on.
Why don't you just
I've
get
got
on
a
your
really old
iPhone 10,
laptop.
buddy?
I'll do it. I'll be
I
like
saved
a
my
shit
password on
together.
Safari. This
If
doesn't
you
work
make-
unless I'm on Chrome. I don't know the fucking password
Why are
Chat
you on
wants
an
to see the map.
iPad?
because my computer will die if I'm not spreading my apps around.
Joe,
Yeah.
chat wants to see the map, but if you give me powers, I can be Obliteron's mover. Like I'll
Move
take
me.
I'll take
me
responsibility
powers.
from
I'm the orc
Obliteron
caboose
mover.
you never wanted.
Also, chat keeps saying I sound like Shatner. Guys, Shatner sounds like this. He talks like this. He doesn't talk the way that Artan talks. I mean, come
Artan's
on.
far more. He has a more interesting tone, but a less interesting cadence.
I also
nobody
need to.
has a more interesting
I feel like
cadence than
Jared's
Shatner.
doing like
That's
you're doing
his
like a
thing.
Shaw Brothers thing, right? You're like a dubbed kung fu movie.
Yes, thank you. You got it.
I'm seeing it and I'm loving it.
I get the bit.
We're all enjoying it.
Great. I can move Obliteron now. Rob, you just tell me where you want to go and I got you, baby.
Thank you.
Now, Mary Lou, I've given you powers beyond your... You have to control this power, because with that power, you could at any time see what Obliteron sees, which is not
I
necessarily
can't even
what you can see.
scroll up
Okay,
on the
fair.
map. I
So
can't even move
just
the map.
keep player knowledge separate from Dorinda knowledge.
Try doing like two
Have you
at once
tried-
or a right click or
I've
something.
tried every part of my fist and palm on
tried-
this thing.
Because you're
Pinchy
using a
and pulley.
ColecoVision.
Yes, it's
You're using
right.
a TI-89.
Yeah, quit
Yep.
using a graphing calculator.
I'm just writing.
Sir,
I'm writing
that's a
boobs
calculator.
with numbers.
Just writing boobs with numbers. Amazing. Okay. Apologies. I am just... All right, so you guys are leaving the doorway open
Yes.
and continuing through.
Yeah, I don't want to close the door on that thing. I don't want to get up to any mischief
Feels
while we're
significant
gone.
that we've left the door open, and yet
Joe
I
had
think
to.
we
I had to
reach
read
for
what
a
happened
book.
if your players are that stupid. I didn't think you would ever do that. No, I'm just kidding. The reason I had to look ahead is because as you continued forward, and Guy, it was you, right? That continued forward.
It was.
I presume, yeah. So, Guy, as you continued forward, permit me. Yep, exactly. You stepped onto a tile, and you heard a very disturbing clunk as a trap door opens beneath you.
That's
And the
impossible.
floor fell out from under you.
That's impossible.
That is, unfortunately, very, very possible.
But I'm always searching. You said I'm always searching.
Check for
Yep.
traps. Check for traps.
So, you get a free search when nobody else would, which I rolled a natural 2 on.
Oh no! Can I
Why
make
are
an
you
acrobatics
rolling?
roll to slide out and grab Guy's hand before he falls?
Guy is now falling through the floor and has an opportunity to grab an edge. So,
Reflex.
let's talk about grabbing an edge, Rob. So,
Grab an edge.
Help
if
me.
you come into this horrible situation where you fall and could be very, very hurt, you get an opportunity to grab an edge in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. It's a reaction. The trigger is you fall from or past a ledge, an edge or handhold, and if your hands are not tied or restrained, you can attempt to grab an edge. So, you must succeed on an acrobatics check or a reflex save.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right. He's pretty nimble. Let's see if I don't roll a frickin' 2. Okay. Not a 2, but not good. That's going to be a 16.
16. 16 is not enough. Guy reaches out a hand to grab and then vanishes into darkness for a moment before oh man, I want to do this right. Before
I take fall damage and permanently die.
you hear a very loud, all of you hear a very loud splash.
Oh.
Guy, you have fallen into some sort of pit. The second Guy disappears, the trap door goes like this. Shunk!
Oh, no!
And closes again. Guy, you have fallen for, actually, don't roll for falling damage here, but you have fallen far enough with the reduction from hitting water, and there's about 5 feet of water, I'll tell you that much. Splash! You fall into about 5 feet of water, but you fell about 20 feet before you hit that water, and that is enough for you to immediately take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
The real concern now, you have dark vision, which makes things so much better for you, so you can see your doom coming because the mechanism begins to work. Shakunk, the door opens, you fall through, try to grab an edge, slip off, splash in the water, maybe hitting some of the walls on your way down, and that is what causes you 5 points of damage. You then hear something reverberating and happening in the walls, and just below the doorway, which somebody without dark vision would not be able to see, you see 4 holes in the wall about 4 inches in diameter just below the door, and they begin shooting water into the well.
Okay.
Roll for
Okay.
initiative. Everybody roll for initiativo.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's get
Wow,
this
I rolled back.
again. Bum. All right. We're going. We're doing it. Okay. Sorry. Need to get everybody's initiative.
Oh, shit.
What was that?
My pen cracking in my hand. So nervous.
So scared.
Okay, I gotta create this thing. There we go. Okay, Obliteron, what did you get?
I got a 17.
17, okay. Dorinda, what did you get?
16.
16. And Guy?
13. Yeah, not good.
Bad time to roll a 13. And R10 the Tiger?
18.
18. Okay. Terrific. Okay. So, this happened. This is perfect for R10 because it happens right in front of you. Shakunk! The floor opens and shakunk! It closes and you see Guy disappear through it. What do you do?
I immediately get the rope I have out of my pack. I have 20 feet of rope. And then what I'd like to do, and I that would be like, are we going 3 action economy here? It looks like it's encounter mode. So that's my first action, getting my rope out of my pack.
That's going to be 2. That'll be 2 actions, unless it was on your belt or something like that. So typically, retrieving from a backpack takes an action to, get in the backpack, then retrieve out of the backpack. But if you're telling me it was on your belt or something, that's fine. You can take it as 1 action.
If I'm being fair, it wasn't on my belt. It was in my. I don't know.
So you start digging through your pack and pull out a rope. That's 2 actions. You got 1 left.
Now I would like to use my hand to open the trap door, like just press down on the plate. Not my feet, but like my hand. To press down on the plate and open the trap door again.
Okay, you can tell that this is not brute force. There is a mechanism here that's like kind of holding it shut, and you would need to do a thievery check to figure out how to...
May I do that now?
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Pretty good, 23.
23. Wow. 23 is a success, and you are immediately able to trigger the mechanism in a way that it reverses this part of it and it opens up the door. So now your light begins to spill down into it, and just dimly at the edge of your vision, you see Guy wading in some, brackish water at the bottom of this thing. And that is your turn. It is now
I have the rope. I'm holding out the rope, guys.
And you're holding the rope.
Now,
yes.
wait. What if the door's open? Can't we just wait till the water fills up and Guy will just come floating back up to the hole?
You can absolutely delay your action if you'd like.
No, I'll grab the rope and chuck it down there.
Okay, so you're gonna.
I'm gonna take the rope from.
Take the rope from Artan. And throw it down there. Okay, so move, take, throw. Great, Dorinda. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Yes, no, Dorinda, you're good. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say, you can do it! And just cast guidance on Guy.
Guy is not visible to you, unfortunately.
Well, I'm in the dark.
And about 20 feet down, and Dorinda, you're about 15 feet from the hole, so just out of line of sight at the moment.
Can I squeeze past my friends here? Or
She is a halfling.
No, I can't. I am a halfling.
You can, but the only way to do it is to make sure you leap over the current trapdoor, which is I think it's just like a DC.
What if
5.
I took an extra wide stance?
Actually, no, I think
she
it's
can
just an
fit
action.
in between my legs.
I think
and
you
look
can
down.
leap 5 feet, like basically for free. So yeah, you just need to leap to the other side of the door, and
Okay,
then
I'm
you
gonna
have
leap.
line of sight.
And then I've got line of sight. So that I moved, I leaped, and I cast guidance
Nice.
on Guy.
Okay, great. So you what a hero. Jumps over the trapdoor, reaches down, and now you can see Guy in the bottom of this well.
This
and
is
you
her
cast...
only eligible bachelor left, so she's like, come on!
Okay. And at this point, the water begins to flow through the pipes and begins splashing down onto you, Guy. And in a matter of seconds, it fills the well another 5 feet. So it's just slowly coming up, but it's also the pressure of it is like knocking you all over the place. You don't take any more damage, but you are in a bad situation, made much better by the door being opened. And it is now your turn, Guy.
Yeah, sopping wet, like straggly, black hair in his face, wiping his eyes, and he yells up, "Don't worry, I've been in this before. Not the first time I fell into a water well trap floor.
We can't hear you.
He has such a way with words.
Grab the rope, emo one.
He's feeling around. And he grabs tight the rope because now he's 10 feet up. Right, so 5 feet.
This is not easy for you. So the rope is splashed in among the water. The water's coming down on your head at the same time. You're kind of being pummeled into and under the water as the rope is coming down. So it is a little bit hectic. I need a die roll to grab this rope.
You got that guidance.
Can I do? I have guidance, so plus one.
You get +1.
Can I?
What would you like to do?
Acrobatics?
Sure.
Kind of spinning around, tumbling around. All right. Oh, natural 20.
Natural
Hey!
20.
Nice.
With a natural
Big
20,
die.
you get a grip on the rope, and I'll even give you 5 feet, like up the rope with a critical
Cool.
success. And you start pulling yourself up above the water. I mean, you're already only 5 feet from the trapdoor already.
Cool. Yeah, so you feel the tautness of the rope he's climbing up. Is that my full action then, grabbing the rope?
That was just one action. That was a badass crit. So we can just say, with your other action, you're able to climb up and out of the pit. So disaster avoided thanks to Artan's quick, high DC thievery check that he hit. I thought that no one else would have thievery. And only you would have it. And I was like, if he doesn't see this, he's going to die in this pit.
I was raised as a thief.
It's amazing.
His athletics is high too, so the climbing wouldn't be a nightmare, but it was only 5 feet. So yeah, he swings himself over the top. Puts an arm on Artan. Thank you. Thank you.
I help by just sort of like touching him. Oh my goodness.
Wringing out my leather. Thank you.
Oh, you did it. Oh, I'm so glad you're all right.
Thank you. Normally I see those before I step on them, but something with this darkness, this bad energy, I think is something's happening to me. And he looks at Durlinda. What's your name?
Dorinda.
Dorinda. Not that hard.
He loves her. He loves her. He knows her name. He looks at Dorinda and takes her hand and holds it and just says, "Thank you. I wouldn't have made it out without you." And then he lets it go immediately and starts walking again.
Oh my god.
Artan. He turns around. You want to say something, Artan?
I take both of your hands and I say, teamwork. 4 souls work as one. We must be more careful as we continue to explore. There may be more traps, such as this one.
Yes. Okay. Great work, everybody. That was awesome. And you're still in this hallway. Guy, you're soaking wet.
Oh, sucks.
Where do we go from here? Going to continue along this path.
Do you want to continue to lead, Guy?
I can. Perhaps, Artan. If you want to for just a minute while I try to dry off, I'm afraid I might be squeaking on these stone floors with my wet boots.
Okay, no problem. In fact, I would like to, that brings up a good point. I would like to go very stealthily around the corner.
Okay. Sounds good. I've got your stealth here, and I'll roll that.
Stuck in the well. If anyone could bring me out of the well.
I thought you climbed out.
Oh, no, that's me.
Out.
That's me. I got it. I got you. It's just the token.
I see. You mean in terms of
Foundry.
the map.
Uppies, GM. Uppies.
I was getting clever.
Thank you.
No problem. All right. So let's see. You guys are going to continue on here. And Artan, I'm going to roll stealth for you. You have a good stealth. Okay. I don't mean I rolled a good stealth. I mean, you have a +8. I'm just letting the audience know you're stealthy. And you begin to head down this hallway. Feel free to move your token as you will. Okay, you come to the end and you see it turns to the right, only goes 5 feet or so, and then immediately turns again to the left. Little zigzag.
Thank you, Mary Lou.
And you're making secret checks for any kind of traps, right?
Only for Sydney because she has a feat that does that.
Oh,
otherwise you have to say you're searching for traps.
Okay, then in this little stretch of 5 feet, I would like to search for traps.
Okay, I'll roll for you. You do not see any problems with the floor. Everything does not look like it's trapped.
Okay, continuing to move stealthily, I would like to come to this corner.
Okay, I'm going to roll over your stealth, and I will roll over your perception as well. As you look ahead, you don't see any traps, and the door does not appear to be trapped. There is a door right in front of you, just a door. This hallway ends in another stone door.
Let's open it and not go in again.
Let's open it and do 10 perception checks from outside the door again.
Exactly.
All right.
Safety first.
I'm going to wait for my party to join me here in front of this door.
Coming.
And it's safe?
Here we come.
It's safe.
Okay, your party is coming up.
I can also check for traps too, if we want a second.
Sure, I'll roll a perception for you, and you get a +1 if it involves traps.
Right.
You do not notice any traps.
I'm dripping all over the place, and I go, seems good. I'm so good at finding traps. I'm sure you guys have a lot of faith in me, guy.
Well, well said. Well said.
I'm
He's a
going
man
to
of
open the
few
door.
words.
All right,
Open
you feel
it.
free to
Everyone
do it,
prepare
Jared.
your weaponry. I have mine prepared, and he just raises his hand.
That's so
Outlawed in 34 kingdoms.
This guy's crazy.
And he opens the door by going like, "Ta."
All right, you can do it. Oh, he does it.
Whoa.
Okay.
Just 1-inch punch it.
That's right.
1
I
inch
went,
punched that door. You open up the door into a room that is rather larger than what you have seen so far. It's going to extend, again, about 50 feet on one side by about 40 feet on the other. There are multiple doorways coming out of this room. To your left, you see a series of rounded half-moon steps that rise up to another stone doorway. Straight across from you, your light sort of vanishes in a sunken pit of some kind. The pit is the entire center of the room, and it's roughly 25 feet by 15-ish feet. 25 by 15, and you can't see the floor of it. It's like this sunken pit, but there does seem to be a source of flickering firelight, it looks like, that's coming up from the bottom of this pit. The reason you can't see the bottom is just because you're 15 feet away from it now. You just need a better angle. That's the sense you get.
I'm gonna move to that I didn't mean to target. How do I move my token? Farts. Okay, there we go. I'm going to move up next to Artan. I'm not gonna enter. But I just want to peek. I want to peek in, and I want to remind you that as a halfling, I have keen eyes. So, I'm gonna seek and look for anything hidden in here, maybe in that pit, any creatures, anything trying to be concealed or hidden from me.
I will roll from you. Just know that you're always going to be at a disadvantage when you're not even in the room. And looking around from afar, you can see the light, like your keen eyes notice that there are weapons on the wall, hanging on the wall, and even just with the little bit of light you see on that northern wall, you see just the edges of what looks like different curve-shaped weapons, some swords, some axes. You just see that in the distance, hanging on the wall.
You're a gladiator, right?
I was.
Does this look like a gladiator pit to you?
It's so hard to tell, really, without an audience screaming for bloodshed. But the weapons and the general pit, it could work.
Are you saying that any time an audience screams for bloodshed, it becomes a gladiatorial pit?
If you think that way, you'll survive many fights.
Fascinating. Should I go in and check for traps?
yes.
Do you want to enter Obliteron?
I'll go. Shoves everyone out of the way and walks in.
Let's go with Obliteron's vision, who can see the whole room
I got dark
much
vision,
easier
baby.
with dark vision. All right, Obliteron, as you step in, you immediately see the walls are surrounded with weapons and shields. Some of them rather exotic. Some of them, standard swords, great swords, short swords. They all seem to be old, uncared for, kind of rotting on the walls, basically rusting up. Yeah, they've just been down here for a very, very long time. As you get to the edge of that pit, you can see the pit is 10 feet deep and flat at the bottom. Immediately, you begin to have flashbacks of gladiatorial fighting pits. Exactly, you hear the cheers. And
Destructress!
your eye is drawn to this flickering light that even in your monochrome vision brightens a little bit and offers color to a small segment around. What you see is a corpse lying in the bottom of the pit. And it face down, looks like a humanoid, and gripped in the corpse's right hand is a sword that has flames just licking up the blade. And it's just sitting there. You can see around the pit all kinds of inscriptions and runes are along those inner walls, those 10-foot walls that descend into the bottom of the pit. And of course, you notice the colorless black splotches of ancient bloodstains on the stone floor.
Ooh. Now, I know it doesn't look good, but I think it would be a great idea to retrieve that sword. So who wants to hop in?
Can I see, now that I'm going to move into the room and I'm going to look down into the pit, can I see those sigils and arcane markings?
Mm-hmm.
Can anyone decipher this writing?
I can try.
Do you have an arcana skill?
Yeah.
Or whatever
I do.
Joe would like to
You would
ask
need
for?
to be trained in Arcana.
I am trained in Arcana.
Okay.
And it's not a language any of us know,
I
right?
will roll that. You actually
a plus
no,
6.
I don't have your sheet. Oh, actually,
I have
great.
a
Thank
plus
you.
6.
+6. Okay. I will say you are not clear on precisely what the runes do. They're not of a language you understand or a you don't really understand the runes from an arcane perspective.
Dorinda, what do they mean?
No idea.
And
What
Joe,
about
it
from
just
a religious standpoint? Can I,
Yeah, give me your religion bonus.
but it's definitely not a language we know, right, Joe?
You know enough to know that this does not have religious significance. This is
Okay.
definitely arcane, but it's kind
This
of
is
beyond
arcane.
your studies.
Interesting.
It's not divine.
Before
I'm sorry,
we
Sydney,
hop
what did you ask?
before we hop down to grab the flaming sword, we should consider and contemplate what killed the man at the bottom of the pit.
Yeah.
Oh, I assumed the sword.
Oh, he's holding it, right?
He's holding it. I mean, it is loosened, but it looks like, if somebody died shooting themselves and the gun is like just out of their hand, but you get the sense.
How old is this corpse again? Is it pretty?
Ancient?
It does not seem very old.
Oh.
Oh. How
Right.
big is it? Humanoid? How does it look?
It looks like, 5'8", something like that. A humanoid, face down. You
Okay.
can't see it. Wearing leather armor and has a pack. And it looks like an adventurer that died.
There's no other body. It's just this person.
There's no other body. But you see, the old and ancient bloodstains.
And Joe, I
you.
asked before just to double check. This isn't a language any of us know. It's like a magic sigil thing.
Correct.
Okay.
It is not
I
in a
entreat you
language.
not to enter the pit until we've thoroughly explored the room. And then I'm going to go look at the weapons on the wall.
Okay.
Dorinda will just say-
Anybody have society?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
+6.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Since it's multiple rolls, you guys just all go ahead and roll them.
For society?
Yeah, for society. Anybody who has it trained. Trained only.
Ooh.
17.
25.
Whoa.
25. Even 17. Well, 17 is enough to know that these weapons have been curated from all over the world. They're from all different cultures and all different kinds of fighting styles. Sydney, your recall knowledge on society would maybe perhaps Guy has been to the deserts beyond Kathir before. Some of these weapons are of the people far to the east that trained in gladiatorial combats that took place in like desert cities and stuff like that. So some of these weapons, show signs of being from a desert culture.
Huh. I point that out to
Pyramid?
Obliteron.
I say, Krygor plundered and looted many cultures. He came to Jalmare and took things that are sacred to my people.
Yeah, you might even recognize some weapons as being Vudrani.
Now that's Interesting, Artan. Are these collector's items of a war-mongering psycho? Or were these the pits themselves? Obliteron, these are gladiator weapons from the Far East. I recognize them.
I've defeated many of these weapons in the past.
Wow.
Shattered them beneath my orc feet.
Really?
It's strange to see them whole. For once.
Wow.
Let us
I'm gonna
open
peer-
these other doors.
I'm going to peer down into the pit and look at this body a little closer. And I'll say, I know an adventuring party came here a few weeks ago, and they did not return. So maybe this is one of those guys.
How do you know this? You've never mentioned it before.
Well, I didn't want to scare you.
Joe, does she really know this, or is Mary Lou imagineering?
Is Mary Lou lying?
I'm sorry.
I know this.
Mary Lou says she knows that a party came here a couple weeks ago.
She does know this.
What?
That is now the second time. This is what I'm really learning from this session is never fucking doubt Mary Lou. This is the second time people have come at her hard and she's been like, no, these fucking darts of power, I got those. I know this shit.
Darts of power.
Yeah.
And you said the pit is 15 feet?
10 feet deep.
10 feet. I look at Dorinda.
Is she imagineering?
You don't trust me enough.
I don't understand
We're on the
why
same
you have
side
information
now.
I don't. What is
Hold on
this?
a second. Before we get into metagaming, let's game. She said that, and you said, how do you know this? She hasn't responded to that yet. So
Yes.
that was a good question. Let's take it back in character in that moment.
How do you know this?
I didn't want to scare you.
I no
That's
longer
why I didn't
feel
say
fear. I have banished it from my body. How do you know a party was here?
I just heard through the grapevine that an adventuring party came here a few weeks ago and none of them returned.
Dorinda, do you know that person in the pit?
That person? No.
What is the grapevine?
It's the tavern.
Sorry.
It's the tavern.
I should have known you wouldn't be good with metaphors. Oh, yeah, no, that's a bar in the city I'm from, the Grapevine.
I do not partake
And I
of
was
drink.
listening through the wall, so I heard through the grapevine. I just like knowing stuff. I know things. People talk to me. I'm very trustworthy. People tell me their secrets.
Very well.
Do you want to tell me anything? You got any secrets?
I know many secrets, but they are only for those who are initiated into my order. I know how to enter my own soul and hear the quiet there, and know that it is infinite.
That's what every virgin says. Tale as old as time. Sober
Yeah.
virgin.
Dorinda looks at you again and goes, Destructress. She's a lucky woman.
She could break you in half with her thighs.
And I
Truly
probably
beautiful.
love that. I love that. I'm
It
a
is
fan.
how I want to die.
That's beautiful.
I say that we investigate things other than this pit. For example, let us open these doors and see what is beyond.
Artan, I'll have your back if you'd like to try this door.
Very
I want to
good.
look at this dais, too.
Guy, look it over for traps
God.
before we open this one.
Joe's rolling.
Yeah, guy walks to
Who
the
did I
north.
just roll for?
For what?
Perceiving traps.
You
Me.
you rolled for Guy,
Okay.
and we're going to open this door to the east.
Guy, you see a mechanism at the bottom of this door that seems to be trapped. It seems to set off a trap. You'll need to disable a device, or you used thievery to disable the trap. You can't tell what it does, but you just know something's fishy about this door.
Okay, so with my trap finder, I can disable traps as though a master in thievery. What do I add to my expert to do it as a master? Do I add like 2?
I don't know that rule. I'll turn to chat. I don't think you add anything. I just think it allows you to disable traps that only a master can disable.
Yeah.
I think that's what that means, but I don't think you actually add to the skill yet.
Interesting.
But I could be wrong. It could be that you get a 4. That would be a 4-point bonus unless because you're not an expert, are you?
That's
People are
right.
saying
Joe
you're
is
right,
correct.
The chat is
I am
saying
an
Joe is
expert.
correct, and that was my reading of it too.
Okay, great.
Oh,
so,
I see.
So your bonus is correct. Go ahead and roll to disable.
Cool. And I don't get a plus to the disable. I'm just trying to read
No.
through the trap finder. I get a plus to the saving throw in case I fuck up.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh no.
Don't say that.
13.
Oh,
While attempting to disarm the trap, you realize that it was never trapped in the first place, and you made a mistake. Now, only you realize that at this moment. What do you say?
But it's not trapped. I go to do
behind
it.
the scenes, I rolled a natural 1 on your perception, so I gave you false information.
That's so funny. And then I fucked up disabling it.
Right, and you failed to disable, but I'll say
Because
during the
there's
course of
nothing
it,
to disable.
you realize there is no trap
There's
there.
no trap.
How does Guy handle
trap.
this?
That's hilarious. He whatever he's fiddling with, that's not a trap. He realizes about halfway through, and it's been a minute.
Yeah,
he
it's
just
like everybody's waiting for you.
He just takes out some of his tools and cuts it, and then pulls it off, and he goes, "Ha, got it. Safe for everyone."
That's the hardest
Safe-
trap I've ever disabled.
Safe for- and he
can
puts
I
it in his
roll
pocket.
to see that Guy is full of shit?
I'm doing a deception.
Okay.
I'm doing a counter.
This is my favorite. All right, do a deception.
I just
And
rolled
Jared,
a 25 on my thievery.
Is this like
Shit.
contested
thievery.
roll to see if you're full of shit?
I think you should roll perception.
Roll
but I rolled
perception. Well, use the same number on the die, Jared, but add your perception.
Okay, then it'll be a 22.
22.
Fuck. I literally got a 21.
All right, so now Jared. Artan knows that Guy is lying and that there was never a trap, but he's just trying to save face. What do you do?
I say nothing. I think the secret is
noble.
safe with me.
But they make eye contact.
when you deceive others, you are truly only deceiving yourself.
Do you whisper that to me?
No, I think it.
Oh.
The wise man does not speak everything.
I think in this
it.
voice too.
Your inner
Intriguing.
monologue is crazy.
That is amazing.
Guy looks at
I
Artan
think
and just feels like he knows something deep about Guy's personhood, and he kind of just drops the pile of leaves and spider webs he was pretending was a trap and just looks towards the door.
Let's open it.
Okay.
If I don't think in this voice, I'll never
Sydney,
get
go
good
ahead
at
and
it.
click on the door. You can
Here I-
open it.
Here I go, the door I disarmed.
As Guy opens up the door, and once again, Artan's light spills in. We see a hallway that extends about 20 feet to another door. This is just a narrow 5-foot stone hallway that ends in another door. You do not notice any traps on the floor or the walls of this corridor.
Wait, Guy. Let us open all the doors and consider each of them.
Of course.
All the doors out of the room you're currently in? All right, so
Yes.
you open that door and you see about 20 feet away another door. Now there's 2 more doors in this room. One to the south up that flight of rounded half-moon steps, and another one to the west on the other side of the fighting pit.
Let us go and look at the one on the other side of the fighting pit.
I cast
Okay.
light on my boots or something. Yeah, my belt.
Guy,
I
you
wanna
don't
be lit
notice. Sorry. Guy, you don't notice any traps on this door.
Cool. No traps on this one. I'll open
That is
it.
a guarantee of nothing.
Do you want to look as well?
So far,
Do
our
not try-
master thief has fallen into a trap and disabled a regular
Nothing.
door.
Do you? Guy looks,
Master thief.
Guy
Disable
looks
the
at Artan,
cobweb.
whipping his head with his hood. Do you not trust me then?
I trust you, but perhaps I should open the door.
Fine, so be it. You open the door, master thief.
I'm a former thief. I have found the path of virtue, and then I open it.
As you open up the door, some residual light from the top of it lets you know this is the entrance from the fireplace. You're now looking up at another set of stairs
Love
that
it.
you would have come down had you entered by the fireplace.
Obliteron's just been staring at this flaming sword, just licking his chops.
What does Obliteron do?
He's just been standing at the edge of this pit while these knuckleheads are disabling cobwebs or whatever, and wants to. I mean, at this point, I feel like we should get this sword. And he just starts climbing down.
No!
Obliteron descends to the bottom of the pit. Give me an athletics check to do this without hurting yourself at all or twisting an ankle or anything. Do you have your athletics number up and ready to rock?
Yeah, it's a +8, so I got an 18.
That is correct. And 18 is a success. So you are able to descend down to the bottom of the pit without hurting yourself.
Great.
As you get to the bottom, you turn, you see this corpse lying face down, the sword in its hand. In the moment, soon as your feet touch down on the floor, the runes start to slowly light up around the inside of this pit.
Yes.
And then they light up all around you in a circle. They begin to kind of like blink and waver, and a strange magical energy starts to crackle, and all of you kind of feel as if like static electricity is sort of like, you know, coming through your clothes and into your hair and stuff like that, as suddenly a form begins to materialize in the middle of the pit out of this magical energy. Light starts to coalesce into a darkened, round, kind of circular shape that then sort of darkens and becomes flesh. Is this kind of furry brown circle just sort of like materializes in the center of the room, and then opening up and emitting from it is a large face of a black bear that just goes and let's take a quick break, and we're gonna roll for initiative right after this. We're just gonna take 5 guys and like go to the bathroom, take a pee break. But we're not going anywhere.
Love
Stay
it.
with us.
Stick around.
Take a break yourselves. We'll be back
your
in
goblets.
5.
Yep.
Fill your goblets.
Yep. I'm gonna go pee.
All right, we are back. What's that sound?
What was
A
that?
train arriving?
Is that Mary Lou?
Was that Mary Lou screaming
I thought it
excitedly
was
in
the
the background?
music.
Mary Lou, are you okay?
Oh, she's
Kettle?
making tea.
Got it. Well, no rush. We're all gonna eat anyway, right?
What's everyone snacking on?
I just have a cup of coffee.
Jared,
Caffeine is my treat.
you need a game snack.
Game snacks with an X.
I housed some peanut butter pretzels, and now I've got these tiny Go Macro bars because the grocery store refuses to stock the full-size ones. So I just eat little tiny ones.
A little treat.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was my tea kettle for the hot water for my coffee.
I am trying to. My wife and I are doing a little cleanse
Nice.
What are you
situation
cleansing?
now. It's not like only juice. It's just like It's so funny. It's a cleanse, but all it actually is like healthy food that normal healthy people eat.
Sure.
And so, yeah, I'm having a beet salad with arugula. And it's very delicious.
And
It's
goat
very
cheese?
delicious.
Yum.
And yeah, obviously, I don't know. I think, no, there's no dairy in this
No
cleanse.
dairy.
No
Excellent.
dare.
You doing like a whole 30 or something?
No, it's a whole 3. It's just 3 days. 3 days. It's profoundly expensive and but it's nice. Whatever. She wanted to do it, and I'm fine with it. And the food is freaking great.
Are you
It's just like
noticing
the
a
kind of stuff
difference
that,
in
like,
your
you
bowel
don't-
movements?
Exactly.
Are you?
Tell us everything.
Tell us.
What's
Not
your
yet.
regular?
stool
Just
like?
started, but I never have a problem. I'm good. I'm regular. I'm fine. So I'm not sure whatever. It's great. So this 3 days, just like a little look inside, these 3 days for me and for others of you as well are crazy. Like the amount of recordings that we have in this span is pretty crazy because we just have a couple projects piled on each other, and I coincidentally just happen to be a part of every one of them, and so it's just a crazy 3
While
days.
you're cleansing.
So she was like, "We want to do this cleanse on these 3 days," and I was like, "This is an insane 3 days to do this." But then I was like, actually, this is the time when I should absolutely be like eating the best,
Eating
not have a
well.
single beer, go to bed early, like all that stuff.
Thinking about eating like consciously instead of just like what
Stress.
what can I stuff
Stress
in my
eating.
mouth?
Just
Yeah.
what can I have? And the nice
Yeah.
part about this is that everything's pre-made and you go pick it up each morning. It's from a local store of ours that was
whoa.
like running a deal.
Oh, cool.
So it's you go pick it up each morning and it's all your meals for the day. And so, yeah, it's nice. It's convenient. But I'm going to try to eat in between rounds here as we fight a black bear. Obliteron has entered the fighting pit. And I'm juiced. So let's get into it here. First, I'm going to get some music back. Then we're going to roll initiative, and then we're gonna see who lives, who dies, and why.
Who tells their story? Just kidding.
So cute.
Yeah. Some interesting things happening here, guys. Those of you that may have forgotten what happened, or those of you that are tuning in a little bit late,
Welcome.
let me get you caught up on a couple key details. We are treasure hunting in a dungeon underneath the manor of an explorer, a famous explorer who died long ago, but who we believe might have treasures down here from all around Galarian. Already, we've seen some mysterious things, a pyramid that seems to emit some sort of negative energy. We can't quite explain, but we do know that Sydney's character, Guy, experienced extra damage while shooting a bow at a goblin. We also set off a trap that Guy very deftly got out of with the help of Artan, who was able to disable it as well, our monk. We also noticed that Dorinda, our halfling cleric, it seems, cleric, right?
Cleric.
Has some information here that she's not sharing necessarily with the party. She seems to know that another party came into this dungeon only weeks ago and was not heard from again. She didn't share this with the group until we saw a dead body in the bottom of a fighting pit. That dead body is holding a flaming sword. Obliteron went down to retrieve it and magically conjured out of nowhere came a black bear, and that is where we stand. 10 feet down in a fighting pit, Obliteron stands across from a ravenous, magically conjured black bear. The rest of you all up above. We are going to, in a moment, if I can get my shit together, we are going to roll initiative. All right, let's do. Sorry, I gotta get my initiative tracker out and go around the horn here. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, let's go Dorinda. What is your initiative?
19.
19, excellent. Artan, what is your initiative?
My initiative is going to be a 16.
16, fantastical. Next, we have Guy. What is Guy's initiative?
25.
Whoa, Guy! That's really good for a rogue.
And that's
Ooh.
stealth. I'm stealthing, so.
Yes, always in the darkness lurks Guy, the fetchling thief. Obliteron,
23.
Oh, good. Oh, man. I think my bear's going to get roughed up.
And should I mention that I've begun to rage in this initiative roll? My quick temper.
Also, just to be clear, you do have a limited amount of rage per day.
Not for a one-shot. Let's go.
I understand.
Ignore every rule.
Just letting you know the mechanics. You've so far used...
I couldn't find it in the...
2 rounds of initiative. Of rage.
Okay. I have 10 rounds total.
Yes.
Okay. And it should be noted, this is not any normal rage. I am going into my draconic rage.
Whoa.
Which is part of my dragon instinct.
Whoa.
So
he's
like,
orc,
right, I
but he's
forgot
a
about that.
dragon?
He's got dragon orc stuff?
Uh-huh.
Ugh, Dorinda is so turned on.
So like the bears come out and everyone's getting ready, and like Obliteron like looks up and you just hear the beginning of Black Sabbath's War Pigs. General gathered in their masses, and you start to see like his eyes, but inside the human skull mask start to glow with lightning.
Just
Ooh.
amazing.
And he's ready to fucking rock.
Okay, you guys are ready to rock.
Yeah,
Let's
go.
Open with Guy, who got the jump. The bear is now screaming "Roar!" at Obliteron. Does not see Guy, who is literally up on the ledge behind it. I mean, could you have a more perfect firing solution from this area? Behind the bear, in the darkness, up 10 feet. Go.
He's ready to. This is the opportune positioning for a rogue. He has a short bow, and he's just going to let loose an arrow. Let's see. Excuse me. And I don't know about that one though. Okay, that's gonna be a 16.
16 is a miss, unfortunately. Tink! The arrow just hits by the side of the stones right next to the black bear, and it does not seem to affect it.
Okay, I'm gonna fire again, take the map, but I really want to get my sneak attack in. Come on. Okay. 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is a hit.
Okay. All right, so I do get my sneak attack.
You
That's
do
awesome.
not feel that essence that you felt before.
Oh.
It is not there. You don't feel empowered in this moment. So it's just your standard damage. Give me your standard Dimaggio.
11. I rolled really well. 11 points
Wow.
of
Ouch.
damage.
Nice.
Okay. The bear screams in pain as you, get it in the back there a little bit.
And then I'm going to move as my third actione to the corner, as if I would be flanking with the Obliteron, but just to the far corner so that I can stay stealthy.
Beautiful. Okay, let's go to Obliteron. It is your turn.
All right, so Joe, is it worth me doing the sudden charge thing so that I can move and then attack in the same action?
No, not in this case,
Well,
because
am I close enough?
it's no, it's not the same action, right? It's 2 actions, and you get to move double your speed. So I think that's better for when you are.
It says if you end your movement within melee reach of at least one enemy, you can make a melee strike against that enemy.
Yeah. This is so annoying that on this sheet it does not list the action economy. I'm pretty sure that's 2 actions.
Okay.
I'm going to double check it right now.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
It says under sudden charge, it says 2 actions. You're right.
All right, so it is 2 actions. So
Okay.
that's only when you're far away from an enemy.
When you're
Got
too
it,
far away.
Yeah. All right, so...
Oh, it's called Quick Tempered. That's what it is. It's free action to enter a rage when rolling initiative. But remember, you've got your Intimidating Glare. Don't forget that.
And that's something I should do before I attack? Because it...
Yes.
Yeah.
Because demoralize
It
means what?
debuffs.
Okay.
It'll lower its AC.
All right, so before he moves, he just he stares hard and and his eyes get even brighter with this blue-white lightning light.
Awesome.
I will eat bear stew tonight.
Even bears know Black Sabbath.
Yep.
Just like witches at Black Magic.
Okay, so I do that. Do I have to roll to see if that works or it just happens? Is general.
You have to roll. So roll your Intimidation.
Got it.
It'll be against my will DC.
Okay.
And animals have low will usually, so like beasts.
Mary Lou,
so
I just
that's-
found that out when I looked at its sheet.
Oh.
So what the hell?
All right, I got a 17.
Yeah, beast and will is sort of like
17.
intelligence. Kind of.
Intimidates it exactly.
Oh.
Okay. So this bear is now frightened 1. Amazing.
Oh, no,
Scared bear.
And now I start going at it, and I want to move to it and fucking hit it with my neck splitter.
Okay. You scare it, move up to it, and then go to hit it with your orc neck splitter. Give it a shot.
Uh-oh. I'm going to use my bottle cap.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 5. I rolled a
Whoa.
5, which feels like it's not going to do it.
Okay.
I mean,
Because I add
Use the
8.
bottle cap.
I add 8, so it's 13, but that just doesn't feel cool. All right, so now I got a dirty 20. Bottle
Hit.
cap spent.
nice.
Nice.
And because I'm in this draconic rage, my additional
Your
damage
bonus damage is 4.
goes to 4, and it's a damage type that matches my, so it's lightning damage.
Lightning damage. So he starts to emit electricity.
Yeah, in the
through
neck
the orc
splitter is just like arcing electricity. It's like,
So cool. All
That's
right.
so cool.
Isn't that so cool? So your damage is 1d8 plus 8, and 4 of that is 1d8 plus 8, and 4 of that is electricity.
it's all right. So it's 10.
10 damage. Okay.
Incredible.
Still
That's
very, very
so
good.
sick.
And the bear is frightened. And it is its turn. It is going to... it's going to maul you.
Let's go.
It's going to maul you. Here we go. So it reached out with a claw. Ooh. Well, oh yeah. That is 21 to hit. You, Rob, Obliteron. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
Uh-huh.
Is it a hit?
I have, what do I have? It says AC is 18. Does that
Then
count
it
the
is a
shield
hit.
I have? Either way, it hits, yeah.
Yeah, so that is a hit. And you immediately take 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm going to grab you.
Okay.
And so, yeah. Let's see. Is that... Sorry, just double checking something here.
I also want to say to Rob, so you know, your AC, your shield doesn't add anything to your AC unless you use your action on your turn to raise your
raise it.
shield.
So if I don't do that, it's just like
18 is your
it's an
AC.
added
You're,
texture on my character.
you're just like holding it at your side.
okay.
Like wish I had that in front of
it's
me.
it's just a skin.
But it's a
Rob.
great,
It makes
it's a
you
great
use an
third
action.
thing to do in your turn. You know, is raise
Yeah.
that shield.
We're gonna get you into, pardon me, some crunchy stuff.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
But if I had raised the shield, I wouldn't have been able to do my cool intimidation thing, and I felt like I needed it.
Exactly.
And that lowers its, well, okay. So I want you to look for your saves and your fortitude save.
Okay. Fortitude. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Is there a separate thing that says saves? Or do I just look at fortitude and see what it says?
Fortitude plus...
Plus
it should
9.
say
Yeah, just see what it
Fortitude
says.
plus 9, it says.
Nice.
Fortitude plus 9, correct.
Whoa.
All right, so in 2E, there's attacks that attack your AC, but then there's also sometimes attacks that attack your save DCs. And your save DC is always 10 plus your bonus.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is attempt to grab you. To do that, it is an athletics check from my bear against your fortitude DC,
Okay.
which would be 19,
Got it.
10 plus your 9. It's much harder for the bear to grab Obliteron than to grab, say, Dorinda, right? Because your fortitude, Dorinda, is going to be lower than plus 9. So I believe. So here we go.
Great.
Attempting to grab, that is going to be a fail with a 17. And now then I will attack again. Oh, dude. Gotcha. That's a 23. I'm sorry.
Christ.
Yeah, no, that is a 23 because it's agile, even with the map. And 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Things are getting a little dicey. I've got my plus 5 from my raging.
Yep. And then it's going to attempt to bite you.
How many fucking
and
things?
fails.
Okay.
It's 3 attacks. The grab is free as part of its claw attack.
Oh, cool.
The grab attempt. And I get bonus damage if I have you grabbed. I can start to maul you. It's called Mauler, which is pretty cool. All right, that's its turn, and it is Dorinda's turn. Dorinda, these two beasts are going head to head right now in the bottom of the pit.
Okay. 1d6 or 3d4. Yeah, I mean, come on. Okay, hold on. Sorry, was thinking to myself. I'm gonna spend 1 action to cast Guidance on Obliteron. You can do it, Obliteron! I know I'm not your woman, but do it for your woman.
Thank you, you're such a good friend.
Yes.
The strong F word, friend.
I would never get in the way of another woman and her man. That's just not the type of girl Dorinda is. She's a girl's girl at heart. And I am going to cast the cantrip Daze.
Ooh.
On the bear, which is a basic will save. Because it's a bear and it's a beast, and as I was showing off my knowledge, beasts and animals tend to have low will modifiers. And so I think this is more likely to hit it than if I did a physical spell attack.
All right, Mary Lou. I have a garbage trash D20 here that is the first D20 I bought when I got back into gaming in 2010 in PAX East. I've used this all through Giant Slayer, and all it has ever done is fail for me in every situation. And I hate it, but it's a beautiful, wonderful die. And so, because I love you so much, I decided to roll this die, and it rolled a natural 4. So true to form. Now, actually, we have to see. No, it's not a critical fail. It's it is an 11. So it's just a fail.
Perfect. Just a normal failure. So then you take 1d6 mental damage. And you're not stunned, but 2. You take 2 mental damage.
2 points of mental. Okay. Sounds good.
Yay. And I go, you stupid, dumb, bad bear. Do what's 2 plus 2, idiot? And it's like, huh?
So Dorinda
robbed it of simple arithmetic.
Yeah.
Dorinda, I just realized where you are. I don't really like necessarily you having line of sight there, but
What do you mean?
Because it's 10 feet deep in that pit.
And I'm on the steps. I'm on some
so
stairs.
now I see you're on the steps. We'll say that that's high enough for you to like kind of see at that angle. And then it is Artan's turn.
Yes. Can Artan use acrobatics to get down into the pit in one move beside the bear?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you fail this check, you will take damage and be prone. So this is a risky move.
I guess I better not fail this check.
Don't. You got a bottle cap.
You're a kung fu master. Come on.
And that's a natural 1.
Bottle cap.
Bottle capping it.
Let's go.
God damn it. Getting rid of this die, because that was a 12.
Oh, no. You go to jump into the pit. Dude, it is not your fault. You are a kung fu master. As you go to jump into the pit, the last brick on the edge of the stone pit gives way, and it collapses under you. The stone falls into the pit with you. You lose your balance and go down. Oh, bam! Right on your back. 5 points of damage, and you are prone.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Next to the bear.
All right, that was action 1. Okay.
Oh, save the day!
That was action 1.
5 points of damage. That was action 1. Action 2 is he will get to his feet. Kip up.
Ooh.
And then action 3 is he will take tiger stance and say, contemplate the parable of the tiger versus the bear. But that's all of his actions, so he cannot...
That is all of his actions.
Yes.
Okay, but you're there now, and this black bear finds itself flanked. We go to the top of round 2. It is Guy's turn.
Okay. I'm obviously going to stay where I am and continue shooting at it. So on the first round of combat, creatures that haven't acted are off guard to me. Now, is the bear off guard to me for any reason? No. So I don't get to do my
The only way it would be
sneak
off
attack.
guard to you is if you got down there and you were flanking it with somebody in melee.
And I'm not getting down there, honey.
The other way you could do it, I'll let you do it, is it's generally dark in here. The light has just gone down to the bottom. The light is in the bear's face. You're 10 feet up in the dark. If you use a hide action, I'll give you that. And if you're successful against its perception DC, you can get it off guard with a ranged attack.
Let me do it. So you want me to do a stealth then for hide?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try to do first action, try to hide. I'm the worst rogue that has ever existed. I rolled a natural 1 to hide. So...
You just screaming at it, "Hey, bear!"
I loudly
Dummy!
announce
I'm
my
hiding.
presence. I'm hiding. He yells to everyone, "Everyone, I'm gonna hide in this corner. If you don't see me, it's probably because I'm so hidden." Second action, just gonna fucking shoot it. Stupid idiot. That's gonna be 23 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay, at least I'll do some normal damage. Oh, poop on a stick. 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage. That's not enough.
That's not good at all. Third action, I'm gonna shoot another arrow, I guess.
Okay.
Really at a loss up here, everyone. Nope. Natural 3, and I'm switching die as well.
Another miss. Okay. Brutal.
Shoot.
Okay.
Sorry.
That was Guy's turn, and it is Obliteron.
Okay, so
Can you finish the bear now that you have an ally in this fight?
well, yeah, so when someone's flanked, what kind of bonus does that do?
Their
Nothing.
AC goes down.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. Nothing changes for you.
don't worry
I'll
about it.
change
I mean,
the bear's
but there is
AC.
an advantage. Something happens
Yes,
to the bear.
to attacking. You want to attack him now that he's flanked.
Yep.
Okay. The other question is, the thing to step back 5 feet is not, that counts as an action?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Because I was thinking of stepping back, throwing my weapon at him, and then picking up the flaming sword.
Oh, try that.
But-
That's fun.
Dude, just do it.
Wait, that's
Do
actually
whatever you
super
wanna
cool.
do, man.
That.
To throw something, it's gonna be a different, I'm assuming that's like a dex thing instead of a,
Yeah.
my dex
I
isn't
mean,
great.
Does your
dude, I
weapon
don't know
have
the
the
nitty
thrown-
gritty
have
rules on an
the
improvised thrown weapon, but I don't really care.
Well,
Let's just do it. It sounds awesome.
It says under my weapon, it's got the thrown thing, I
Great.
think.
Make a
It has
ranged
the thrown
attack.
trait?
Move back. Make a ranged attack with it.
Yeah, but then,
I think
it's
it's
only a
just the same
plus. My
attack.
dex is only a +1.
Yeah,
and the
but why?
strength
But
is-
it's a cool thing to do. Why are we trying to talk ourselves out of it?
That's
so
a good
cool.
point.
Do it. Do it.
So he steps back 5 feet.
And you get the thrown property means you get your strength modifier to the damage.
To the damage,
and I'll
but I
add
gotta
on
hit.
your rage modifier
Right.
because it says just like a melee weapon or a melee attack, and that's what the bonus you get to a melee attack. So like this electric charged orc neck splitter goes flying through the air.
Okay. Yeah, he steps back with the deftness of a trained fighter, and then throws this electrified orc axe at this guy.
Do it.
Okay, so remind me, I'm rolling this d20, and then I'm gonna add the 1 because that's my dex modifier. To hit. That's to hit, right?
Your modifier is +5.
+5.
Yeah, it's
for ranged attacks.
yeah.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, dude, I knew it.
That is the dice rewarding you for having a sick, nasty idea.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
So you step back, boom, throw the orc neck splitter, and obviously that is a critical hit. So go ahead and roll damage. It's going to be 1d8 plus 8, then double that. So roll 1d8, add 8, then double it.
I rolled a 6 plus 8 is 14. Doubled is 28.
Oh my god.
Doubled is 28. 28 hit points left, not even joking. Exactly 28 hit points left. So you jump back, throw this orc neck splitter, the electricity zapping all around it. It's just like, and the neck splitter embeds directly into its neck beneath its jawline, and it just starts like coughing up this black blood. But as it starts to like crumble and die, it's sort of like, you don't feel the weight of it hitting the ground. It just sort of like evaporates into like a mist and just kind of flows out, and all of the runes slowly, one by one, go dark.
And then
all that's left at the bottom of this pit is Artan's light and the flames of this sword.
And as the runes sort of like fade away behind Obliteron, he just goes, "Time for hibernation."
Nice.
Nice one.
He's a performer. He knows how to put on a performance. Awesome, dude. That was sick,
Fuck
dude.
yeah.
That was sick.
Easy.
Orc neck splitter. You should call it a bear neck splitter.
Yep. The bear
There
splitter.
you go. Bear splitter.
Does Dorinda say that out loud?
Yeah, yes, she does. She should call it a bear splitter. Wow.
Guy laughs really loud.
Oh, you like that one?
Oh boy.
So,
you need
show me.
In the pit.
What does that sword look like? You want to grab that?
Yeah, Obliteron's gonna pick it up.
Oh yeah, Obliteron, what do you have there?
You work the sword out from the cold, dead hands of the man who once held it. You hold it aloft, and these flames are just licking up the side of it. The sword is in great condition, looks shiny, pretty new.
I love you. He just mutters to the sword.
We see the flickering firelight in your human skull mask that you wear over your face.
Hey, we agreed to split all loot, remember? So.
Oh yeah. Joe, is it worth? I've got gladiatorial lore. Does that help me figure out the origins of this weapon at all?
Sure. Go ahead, roll it.
All right. Nope, I got an 8. So I'm guessing that's not gonna work. 8 total.
8 total?
Yeah. I rolled a 4.
You're looking
roll
over
Arcana.
it, and you're looking over it, and you have, I'll say you have a strange suspicion about this weapon.
Okay.
You've seen a lot of weapons in your day. You've fought against a lot of different gladiators armed in a lot of different ways. Some were given a boon by their whoever was, supporting them. So some came in almost with unfair advantages over you with the kind of magics that they were able to wield that you would have to survive against. Some were deliberately given disadvantages just to see if they could overcome them to win a fight. Mm-hmm. It was all a rigged game, right? As you start twisting this sword in the firelight, you do notice something rather strange. Powerful fire swords that you'd seen in the past had runic symbols engraved in them from the runes that gave them that magic. You're not seeing the runes on here, and you start to wonder if perhaps this is a stage prop of some kind, a performance blade that is actually not as powerful as it looks.
Whoa.
Oh.
Artan's gonna walk up to where Obliteron's holding the sword and put his hand into the flame.
Put your hand into the flame.
There's flame coming off of the sword, right?
There is flame coming off of the sword, and
wow,
it hurts your hand.
It hurts my hand.
It hurts your hand. Yeah.
What? Why did
you don't take damage?
Why did you do that?
I was testing whether the fire was simply an illusion.
Ah.
Huh.
It is not.
It really hurts.
Can I roll Arcana to see if I can see what kind of magic item this is, whether it's illusion or fire or what?
Yes. In fact, I will roll it for you. Did you say it was +6?
Yeah, +6.
You can identify this.
Oh.
This is a mundane sword with a continual flame spell cast on it.
Oh, that's not nearly as expensive as a fire sword.
It's worth nothing.
It's worth nothing.
Obliteron
Great, you
drops
can have it.
in disgust.
Ting,
No.
ting, ting, ting.
I heard you say you loved it.
That's what I thought. It was magically cool.
For this,
My
we ended the
question is,
life of
sorry.
a beautiful bear.
My question I will put to the chat, because I honestly don't know. It's like, you stumped me there. Like, does a continual flame spell hurt if you put your hand in it? Like, is it like fire, or is it an illusion that just provides light?
Interesting.
I know
Great
it needs
Gray
no
Squid
oxygen.
says continual
It does-
flame does not emit any heat, and
Okay,
Alex
so
says
I was
no.
50-50, and I kind of wanted to just say,
Holy shit,
it
that
doesn't
means the
emit
thing
heat.
I did was really clever and cool, and you robbed me of it.
Well, but it's not an
wanna do it
illusion.
again?
It's not an illusion. That's the thing. I didn't want you
Jared,
to think
do
it
it
was
again.
an illusion.
Do it again, but act like it didn't hurt.
Yeah, do it again.
I guess it is an illusion, technically. Yeah, I don't know.
I
Your
feel
hand,
no
Artan.
heat.
Whoa!
I feel no flame. It is a continual flame spell that is simply being cast on a sword. It is
I see.
useless. And for this, we took the life of a beautiful bear.
In self-defense, yes.
This is
Well,
truly,
I mean,
truly a place of folly.
Did we take the life of a beautiful bear? Because that bear seemed to be like some sort of golem or
Did
homunculus.
unfurl from the middle of a void.
A very good question. Was there even really definitely a bear here?
Was there ever a bear?
Was there
Guy
a bear?
is scratching his chin, looking into the pit at the sword. Perhaps, Dorinda, like you mentioned, that previous adventure party. Perhaps they used the sword as a light source, using what magics they had, and that was their way of getting through here up until this point. Perhaps the bear felled them too. Who's to say? Not us. It's not our job to bury others dead. We should keep moving.
Oh, I buried it.
I would like to very carefully look over the body and see if there's anything else interesting about it, or if I can determine
Loot,
cause
loot.
of death.
Loot.
Loot that dead
corpse.
kid's body.
Loot that corpse.
You begin to
Gold.
you turn over the corpse, and it's been rotting now for over a week. So yeah, there's like the smell didn't seem to reach out from beyond the pit, but as you're close to it, it's kind of gnarly, and there might be like insects all in it and stuff like that. It's kind of gross. And
The cycle of life
you do
continues.
see you do see a pouch. You do see a pouch that has you can rifle through it. It has 30 silver pieces.
I'll
And
hold that. I'll
We
hold
shall
that for us.
divide it equally, and I shall take my portion into the streets and throw it to the beggars.
You don't get a portion. No, sorry, you don't get a portion.
I am a part of this team.
Yes, but that's a bad use of silver. So,
Many would say that I am the heart of this team.
Clearly the
would
most
say.
charismatic.
How about we all come out of the pit and we can discuss it up here? Huh? Obliteron?
Yes.
And he reaches his hand down to
I
help you
climb
up.
up out of the pit and I say, we have to examine this fourth door.
Can I down this healing potion that I have?
just to be clear, there was nothing else of value on the adventurer's corpse besides the pouch of silver.
I assumed.
Yeah, you can climb out of the pit and what? Oh, yeah, heal. Well, you could also treat wounds if you want to save that potion for like a more emergency situation.
I mean, I'm at 20 out of 40.
What I'm
I
saying is,
can't-
Dorinda can treat wounds.
I thought
I
that was
can't
done.
though. He's immune to my treating wounds
only
for an
1
hour.
hour. It's fine. It has.
Has it been-
We could say an hour has passed.
Oh,
Since you were
great.
exploring, dealing with the
Oh,
trap,
okay,
all that
great,
stuff.
yeah.
Dorinda,
Yeah, I'll
my
treat wounds.
best friend.
Yes.
Please, my platonic partner. Heal my body.
Indeed.
Heal my body.
15.
Moderately?
15 is treat wounds. That's the DC.
That's the
Ooh,
DC.
yes.
So another
Okay,
2d8.
great. 2d8. Where's my 8?
Apply a poultice to my rigid pectorals.
Yeah, she's applying a poultice. Like, 9 points of healing.
Nice.
9 points of healing. You're still way down. Mary Lou, do you have some heals for today?
Yeah, I got some heals. I'll cast one of my.
Do you want to do one?
One
I
of my
don't want to.
cleric
I don't want to
fonts.
soak up all these things. You want to
No.
spread them
I'm
out.
gonna do a 2. I'm gonna do a 2 action heal on Obliteron. Which is something plus 8. Sorry, hold on.
1d8 plus 8.
1d8 plus 8. Great. Okay, that was a 1. Sorry. But you get 9. You get 9 more, so 18 total. You get
Love
9
it.
from me treating wounds and 9 from me doing what I'm supposed to do, which is
Great. And that just takes about 10 minutes of time. I don't know if anybody needs to refocus on anything else, but I think you guys are pretty good.
How are you doing on health, Guy?
Me?
Yes.
He runs his hand through his scraggy hair.
Are you doing
I'm fine.
okay?
Just humming
You
My
don't have-
Chemical Romance to himself.
You don't have to worry about me. When I was a young boy, my father. He turns away towards the door.
He's so rugged.
I was injured
and
from the
smooth.
fall, but I find that the pain makes me more alert. Do not give me your healing, Dorinda.
Yeah, that's fine.
I do not need it.
I'm gonna. I want to cast light on myself. First of all, if somebody could give me that effect in Foundry, and I want to look at this freaking door. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you. Just give me 2 seconds here.
I am rolling the catch-all.
Love how Foundry makes this very easy. That should be it. Now you're also emanating light. And yes, there is one more door out of here. Remember, there was a door to the northeast that you opened. It led to a longer 20-foot corridor that ended in another door.
Yeah.
You opened the door to the west. That led out back outside. And now you're opening the door to the south.
Yes.
And it's up these stairs. Are there any
inspections-
designs or carvings or like messages or
On the door?
the door, these stairs, the wall, anything? Any sort of like columns, Ionic, Corinthian, freaking, I don't know.
Doric? Are there
No,
any
in-
Doric?
Doric. Doric. Thank you.
Along these walls, you've only seen weapons, hanging weapons
All right.
in this particular room. And there is no other symbols or symbology on the doorway. Upon reaching the door and examining it, you do not see any traps, Artan, and the door seems unlocked.
I'm going to open it.
I'll have your 6.
Prepare for another bear to coalesce out of arcane energies.
The doorway opens into another stone hallway, much like the others you've seen so far. It extends about 20 feet before ending in a T intersection. It goes left and right.
So, we
I
have
feel like
two.
this one is more interesting
Why do you feel it is more interesting?
because it has stairs and a T intersection.
I would say that it offers another choice point to go left or to go right. And we would be better served by going to the more direct A to B choice. The hallway to the northeast that ends in a door. We open that door, see what is beyond, and then we can make another choice.
All right, I like that. What if there's treasure back there? We can't miss it.
Exactly. Because I am going to give that treasure to the masses of hungry, those burdened with homelessness,
No.
the orphans,
No. Okay.
who
That's
know no
ridiculous.
caring hand, shall receive all
right,
the gold that I find.
All right,
just-
I will take your portion and I will invest it wisely, and that will make even more money, and then you can use that for whatever it is you want to do with it.
I am afraid that I cannot allow you to invest anything. Investing is the language of the fiend and the devil.
Okay, Okay, that's incredibly rude.
All right, I'm looking down the hallway for any sort of, pits into chambers that fill with water.
Yeah, something.
You don't see any traps.
I am going to go down the hallway.
Okay.
I will follow behind.
I will follow, and then Obliteron, you want to come up the rear?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yes.
And before I open the door, I look at the rest of them and I say, "Do you feel that excitement? It means that we are alive." And then I open the door.
Whoa.
Oh,
You open the door, and light this time really kind of pours out at you. In the center of this room is a burning brazier that is giving off some degree of heat and is also brightly lighting up the walls of this chamber that extends 25 feet north to south. I'm sorry. About 25 feet north to south, about 20 feet east to west. Slightly rectangular room with a curved shape toward curved northern wall. All along this northern wall, and even extending around to the other door, you see what looks like a mural of some kind. You see figures locked in battle. What the details are, a little hard to see from here, but you see figures locked in battle all along the northern wall, and it seems to stretch over past the brazier to the eastern wall, where there's a door set in that eastern wall, another stone door. But the mural is also in the door, so the door is meant to be part of the wall as well.
Being careful to search for any kind of traps, I will go and investigate the mural.
Okay. As you walk into the room and get close to this brazier, it's the firelight behind you is casting your dark shadow onto the mural in front of you. As you get closer, you see that all along the left side of this northern wall, as you're looking at it, appears to be humans that are locked in combat with, across the right side of this wall, what look like serpent people or lizard folk. There are a great battle long ago. As you get close, the flickering light, through the flickering light, you notice some shinies throughout, and you see that throughout this depiction, both the humans that are in it and the key serpent folk that are, I keep saying, serpent folk and lizard folk are not interchangeable.
I know, be careful.
Exactly.
Also, I've memorized the ACs and fortitude saves of both.
Lizard folk, you see that among the humans and the lizard folk, part of the cool design of this mural is that each one, some of them have two visible eyes. Some of them only have one visible eye because it's like a portrait, right? Like it's just from the side or whatever. Part of the artwork is that each of their eyes is a delicately shaped and inset emerald.
Yes.
In the walls.
Hello.
And you feel as if, Dorinda, you feel as if like finally you've gotten to the treasure room, right? Like
that's what I'm talking
immediately
about.
There is a lot of value in all of these emeralds that are in the wall.
Incredible. I'm gonna take out.
You guys had society, right? Give me who has society and give me your bonus.
+6.
+6.
I think mine is also +6.
+6. And Jared, anybody else trained in society?
I have a very bad society skill.
I have 0.
Okay.
My society is
great.
+4. +4. Go for it.
Also, Joe, if this helps for anything,
Is it trained, Jared?
It is trained.
Should be if you were
It's
a street
trained.
vet, yeah. Okay.
I also speak Draconic, which is the lizard folk language. I don't know if there's anything written, but
there is nothing written in Draconic.
These are serpent folk, not lizard folk.
I thought he said lizard.
You're being a racist.
He said lizard. He said lizard.
Now who's racist,
Jared's
Jared?
being a racist by mentioning
Racist.
racism.
They're not interchangeable.
Even if you were talking about a worm with a
Joe,
Y.
are these serpent folk on the mural or lizard folk?
Lizard folk.
Okay, sorry.
Well, egg on your face.
The coffee's kicking in.
I've
Later
had
on,
3
I moved
cups.
you into the room. I just assumed you would.
Both Dorinda and Guy, you both recognize this mural as depicting a known battle in the history, the famous history of Victor Krygor. This was a battle they called the Battle of Scalebane.
Ooh.
And Victor was, you now recognize him in the mural, the kind of the front-facing human. He's holding aloft this big sword. In his other hand, he's holding what appears to be a wand. There's like a small stick in his other hand. And then there's this sort of like globe kind of around his head. Now it's artistic. It's hard to say exactly what it is, but it's some sort of like globe that backs him, that's like behind him. And now
Like
you
an
know,
aura?
like, yeah, maybe, perhaps, that this
Or a
is
halo?
Victor Krygor, and he's fighting these serpents at the Battle of Scalebane. Yeah. So anyway, give you some history.
Huh.
I'm gonna take out a little chisel and hammer and start chiseling out these emeralds from the wall
Be right back.
and pop them out.
Okay. Are you trained in crafting?
I am.
Okay, great. Give me a crafting roll to pop out one of these emeralds.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, baby.
That'll do it. So you chip away, and as the emerald pops out, you feel this deep rumble starts to occur in the center of the room. This like, and you start to feel like the ground beneath you kind of like not shake as much as like eerily shift, as if like the whole thing is sliding back and forth a little bit, and then boom, the brazier bursts into this flash of flame that only kind of goes up for a second, and it is enough to like flash heat onto your skin, but not enough to actually burn you. But by the time the flame kind of starts to descend back into itself, you see what appears to be 2 human skulls rising out of the fire and moving directly toward you, Dorinda. Roll for initiative. Let's go!
Are the skulls on fire? Or are they?
The skulls are on fire.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Flaming skulls. Okay, great.
These would be flaming skulls. Classic. Classic.
Classic.
Seen it all. Seen this before. No big deal.
Ooh. Well, Jared's is in for a treat.
He's gonna be
Yeah, he's
upset
gonna
with
be.
us.
He's gonna be very surprised. This
Sorry,
situation.
Jared.
Sorry,
Jared,
that was a
shit's
lot
going
of
down.
coffee. That was a lot of coffee. What?
Shit's happening.
Roll initiative.
What happened?
You pried the
happened.
jewels out, didn't you?
Yeah,
Things
Dorinda went for the
happen.
jewels.
My character was going to
brazier.
tell you not to do
Those
that,
are
but
really
biological
expensive.
necessities got in the way. Okay. Initiative it
Anyway,
is.
the brazier exploded, and 2 flaming skulls have emerged and are, I think, heading towards her. Or
They're going for Dorinda, who chipped out one of the emeralds, and they move to attack. Okay, we're gonna get some initiativo here in a second. Sorry, I keep forgetting this one minor detail after we finish a fight. I don't end the encounter. I need to do that. Okay. All right. Artan, initiative.
15.
Please. 15. Okay. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Just getting some stats here for my bad guys. Okay. All right, Dorinda.
26.
Ooh, juicy.
Yeah,
In
I rolled an
fact,
18.
that was an important one for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Boy. All right, then we got Guy, initiative.
25.
Wow, guys. Wow, that's 2 25s in a row for you.
Oh yeah.
Pretty great.
And Obliteron.
8.
Wow. Wow.
And
Slow off
I
the
don't want to
jump.
keep spamming this thing, Joe, so I don't know how many times I won't rage. I don't know how many minutes. Is this
You're
a
not
thing
gonna
where you have to
rage
keep
this time?
track of how many minutes of combat have occurred?
No, you don't have to worry about that. It's just rounds. And
right.
so you ended up using, I think, 2 rounds against the bear.
Yeah. And then I used what in the last in the combat
you
before
used
that?
2 before that, so
Yeah.
you've got 6 rounds left.
Okay.
I would use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what barbarians are for.
I guess so.
Barbarians
What the fuck?
rage.
Yeah. What else are we doing the rest of
Barbarians
today?
rage. It's what they're. Yeah, that's what they're good at.
All right, I rage it up.
Okay, you rage it up.
I won't go
first,
with the Draconic one because we just did that, and I feel like if you were
the
watching
chat
this,
is
you'd be
saying
like,
that barbarians get 10 rounds per combat, not per day.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh.
So that means, Rob, just use your
You
rage.
can rage as much as you want.
Yeah,
Rob.
you will never
alright.
be out of rage.
It will
Okay.
run out if we ever fight something that takes 10 rounds to more than 10 rounds to defeat, but that's
all right.
unlikely.
I feel like because I
That's-
feel like in 5e, there's like you can rage twice before a long rest or some bullshit.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
some bullshit.
Yeah, in
That
one
ain't
Pathfinder-
Pathfinder, baby.
Yeah, in 1E it was calculated per day, but you would have like 44 rounds
Yeah.
a day
Okay.
or
Great.
something.
Yeah. So I'm raging.
Okay, great. Doom. All right, so what do we got? Who's up? Dorinda. You rolled a 26. Why don't you go? These flaming skulls start flying toward you. They're horrible. Horrifying.
I'm gonna cast a spell that I'm very interested in, called. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary, which on myself. So anybody who attempts to attack me must attempt a will save.
Okay.
Sick.
So I'm gonna
Excellent.
be like, oh, Abaddon, protect me! Instantly.
So you
and then,
ward yourself.
Yep. And then with my last action, I'm gonna cast guidance on Guy.
oh, thank you.
And be like, Guy, protect me!
Uh-huh.
All right, and
Thank
it
you.
is Guy's turn.
Okay, so I was stealthing, but is it... And they are going after Dorinda. I just don't want to, like, break how the rogue works. Am I allowed to just do my sneak attack because I did my initiative stealthing?
Yeah.
Or do I can? Okay. Sometimes it
I
feels
mean, I
silly.
don't see why we wouldn't let you do this. I mean, you're a rogue.
That's
I was
what
making
rogues
sure.
do.
I'm sneaky.
I think
okay.
people can get ticky-tack maybe and say that, like, you can't roll stealth in a lit room, but, like, I don't really care about that.
Okay, cool. Just making
This
sure.
is what
All right.
makes your class shine. And it's also just that one first round. You can't
Yeah.
use it again after that, so.
Yeah, it's really
I think it makes sense. They're coming for me. You're behind them.
Cool. So I'm going to do that then, my surprise attack. All right, here I go. First shot, I'm going to go after the one that is closest to Dorinda, that's kind of like in the center of the fire.
Hey, Guy, you
Yes?
feel it again. That dark power courses through you.
How close are we to the pyramid? Ooh, we're a lot closer to the pyramid. I bet that's
Isn't
it.
that interesting? Isn't that interesting?
Which one are
Guy.
you shooting at?
The one closer to Dorinda in the fire.
Got it. Go. Red team,
okay.
go.
Okay, I'm shooting my arrow, and I'm gritting my teeth, and I'm feeling emboldened. That's definitely gonna hit. 23.
That is a hit.
Okay, so I feel that. Do I feel that?
Yep.
Do I get an extra D6?
You get an extra D6 of sneak attack damage, yes.
Oh, this is so
Nice.
cool. 12 points of damage in total.
Oh! Wow. Brutal! All right, Dorinda, you see this horrifying skull come toward you, and then an arrow cracks out through the front of its skull, but it's still coming toward you. How terrifying. My goodness.
Okay, so
Okay.
I am going to shoot again then.
Okay.
Same one. I just want to get that one down. We
Same
can
one. Got it.
focus on the rest. Oh, no. That's certainly not enough. 11?
No, that's not enough.
That's not enough.
Okay, that's 2 actions.
Oh. Okay. Wait. Shoot, that's an action, though.
Do you want to let us in your head? Rob's trying to learn how to play this game.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing create a diversion.
I don't know what that is or how that works. Yeah, please teach me.
So, with a gesture or a trick, or distracting words, you attempt a deception check and you compare it to the perception DC of the creature, whose attention you're trying to divert. On a success, I become hidden to the creature. This lasts until the end of your turn or until you do anything else except step or use a stealth skill. I'm hoping to do that to do my sneak attack again. Is that?
I think you would have to do that at the start of a turn, right? It says it lasts
I think you
until...
could.
Oh.
Could you
Maybe.
create a diversion at the end of your turn and then at the beginning of your next turn? No, probably not.
No, I guess it says this lasts until the end of your turn or until you do anything except... okay. Huh. So, shoot, I guess I should do that on my next round.
Do it as a first action on your next turn, and then I think you'll be able to like hide and then sneak attack again.
And do a sneak attack. Okay, so then for this third action, I guess I'll take a third shot at the major map.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna hit, but I could try.
Unless you have like a shield or another one action item thing, but I think you just take the map.
I think my reading of it is that you could do it to set it up for next round. It says you keep it until you do anything except step or use stealth. If you strike, the creature remains off guard against that attack.
Oh.
And then you become observed. I mean, that makes sense.
Right, because it says it lasts until the end of your turn, or you do anything else. So that's my read as well, that I could do it now.
Yeah.
Then when I attack. Okay,
Let's
cool.
go.
So
cool.
I'm going to
Let's
reach
play
into my pocket. I'm going to reach into my pocket and take out a bunch of pebbles, and I'm going to whip them at the wall where the door is on the other side of the wall so that the skulls hear it and just go like, well,
Got that pocket of pebbles.
So
got
stupid.
a pocket of rocks. So I'm going to do a deception check. My deception's not that high though, but I'll do my best.
Wait.
Oh, chat's saying you can't extend it beyond your turn.
Well, I'm reading it. It says this lasts until the end of your turn or until you do anything except step or blah, blah, blah. So I think it's just whichever comes first. The end of your turn will come right now. So it's a top of turn kind of thing.
So.
All right, so third attack then. Screw it. I'll take it at the most map and probably not
Or you
hit
can
anyway.
aid.
Rob, do you know what
Remember?
MAP means?
No.
MAP stands for multiple attack penalty,
Okay.
which means if you can, you have 3 actions.
And
if
then
you,
each one gets...
You can make an attack for all 3, but each successive one gets a penalty to
Right.
what?
Okay.
Because you're getting tired, probably.
That makes sense.
I can aid. Why don't I aid Dorinda? I'll aid Dorinda. So that on your turn...
You'd be better off aiding either of the other guys that attack with melee attacks. I mean, unless Dorinda has something in mind that's like a strike or something. I don't...
No.
Charge up
No,
someone who
okay.
hasn't
Don't aid
done
me.
anything yet.
Aid one of them.
Teach Rob about aid by aiding Obliteron.
Obliteron, I will aid you.
Okay. Don't explain it. I'll figure it out.
So I'll roll just a flat D20, right?
No, it's like an attack. Like you can use an attack roll as a way to create a diversion kind of thing. But you don't do it until his turn because it's a reaction during your turn. You're just setting up that reaction.
Got you.
All right. That makes it my guy's turn. So, the first flaming skull, the one that has the arrow coming through it, comes right up to Dorinda for trying to steal, and it just smashes its forehead with the arrow coming out of it that now has flames leaking off the end of it into your forehead to try to embed the arrow into your skull. And I rolled a natural 20.
Wait, doesn't it need to make a will save?
You gotta make a will save.
I gotta make a will save now!
You gotta make a will save, baby. Sorry,
So is
that's
that on
sanctuary,
the-
honey.
So it's up to you, Mary Lou. Either that natural 20 was for the will save, or now I roll a will save. You have 3 seconds. 3, 2,
Make a will save.
1.
Make a will
Okay.
save.
Oh, I think I got you. It is a 20, dirty 20 on the will save. Oh, Mary Lou! Oh,
That
critical!
beats. That beats.
Okay. So this is going to be very, 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 very bad. Okay.
Yeah, that's bad.
Okay. Here we go.
That's bad. That's real bad.
Okay, so it does. I'm just going to give you the total damage because it's a mix between the two, between bludgeoning and fire. Okay. Oh man, this is like a shit ton of damage. And I rolled super high.
Huh, great.
Oh my god.
Oh,
that
no.
is 38 points of damage.
Oh my god.
She goes down.
No!
Oh my god, no, because on a critical strike, you also catch fire, taking 1d4 persistent fire damage. All right, this is big. This is like character death. I have to
This
make
is
sure
bad.
that this is right. On a forehead strike, 1d6 plus 3 bludgeoning plus 1d6 fire. So that's 2d6 right there. But then it has a flaming shroud that deals 1d6 fire damage on any unattended item it touches and on a forehead strike. Is that already calculated into the stat line for the forehead strike? Is that what the plus 1d6 fire is? If so, you'd be in better shape. You know what? I'm going to do the player-friendly interpretation here, make it a little easier for you, because I think that it's already baked into that line of the forehead strike. So, and I rolled a max of a 6 on that additional. So if we take that back down to a 13 and double it, it's 26 points of damage.
I'm still down.
Wait, oh yeah, you're still down because you're level 2, right? So it doesn't really matter. All right, so 26 points of damage, and you still have 1d4 persistent fire.
And that's really bad when you're down, right?
That's really bad when
Yeah.
you're down to have persistent
to-
damage, Rob.
Okay,
We have to put that fire out.
got it.
Yeah, gotta
And
find a
I'm
way
the
to-
healer.
Yeah, this is worst case scenario.
This is worst case scenario.
This is bad, guys.
This is not good.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to make sure Dorinda has this persistent.
I'm at dying too because you crit, right?
Oh my god, yeah, that too.
All right, so what's the difference between what is dying 1 and dying 2 and dying
When you
whatever?
hit dying 4, you
die.
are perma-dead.
Okay, so
unless
does
you
it
have
go
a
up
certain
every
feat.
turn
So
or every round?
So,
I can roll a save.
yeah,
Okay.
similar to D&D, but because she's on fire, if she takes damage while she's at dying, she will go to another dying level. So we have to put
Got it.
the fire out.
Oh my god.
It's bad.
This is so bad. Okay. It then, and you take this far head. The arrow goes into your skull with fire and just like brains you. And Dorinda goes down. It immediately turns to Artan and rolls a 14 to hit, assuming that's a miss.
that is a miss.
And then misses on its third attack. The next one comes swarming around to Guy. Now that Dorinda is down.
Uh-oh.
And that is an 18 to hit.
Miss.
That wasn't terrible. Natural 4 on the second attack. Okay. So far, the only horrific situation is your healer maybe permanently dying immediately.
Okay, okay.
Okay. It is now Artan the Tiger's turn.
That's right. Artan will first flurry of blows against the flaming skull adjacent to him.
Okay.
Okay.
This flaming skull also took a nice chunk of damage from Guy. It has that arrow sticking out of its head. Ugh.
Okay, notice I am not taking tiger stance. I don't have enough actions for what I want to do. So I'm just using my
Noted.
powerful fists, okay? That's pretty good. That's going to be a 21 versus its AC.
That is a hit.
Okay, and I'm going to roll the next one too. That's good. That is a 23, so also a hit.
Also a hit, yes.
And altogether...
You take the map on that, you do realize.
Oh, thank you. But it would still be a hit.
But it's okay. It would still be a hit.
It would still be a hit.
But
Thank you.
Just FYI.
No, I know that. I'm sorry. First time playing my monk. Okay. 7 plus 6, so 13 points of damage.
12 hit points left.
Oh.
You destroy the flaming skull. Dude, that was
Thank you.
close. Like, you had to sneak attack it with boosted sneak attack, and you had to hit both of those flurry of blows, but it is enough to take out that creature. Wow. Okay, huge. That's something.
Move to Dorinda and immediately put out the fire. I'm not trained in medicine. Let me make sure, but I'm fairly certain.
Just spit. You're like,
You don't need to be trained in medicine to know, that somebody is on fire to like put flames out.
Right,
So,
that's why I'm not treating wounds.
Just take the actions. Just take the actions to move over there and tamp out the fire.
That's what I was doing. Yes.
And what that's going to do is I'll have that reduce your flat check, Mary Lou, to 10 instead of 15 for the fire, and then it is Obliteron's turn.
Okay, so is the priority here to do something to stabilize Mary Lou or to fight this thing?
It is purely up to your character. I would say Mary Lou is in as bad of a situation as it gets in Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Okay.
Dying 2 with persistent damage, she could die this next round.
But is the persistent damage happening since Jared just put her out?
I'll put it this way. It is. She has to roll against it. Like, he might not get all of it, but I'll say this. If you spend your round going over there to put it out, I'll lower that flat check down to 5 for her.
Okay.
To have the fire put out.
Now, let me ask you this. How big is this brazier?
What do you want to jump through it?
So I didn't know if it would help. Like in oldie-timey days, they had the candle, but then they had the little cup that they put over it. I wanted to empty the brazier and put it on top of her to like burn
snuff the flames.
Snuff the flame out.
The brazier is like masoned into the floor. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Clever though.
Let's. Then I'm gonna run over there.
You could pee on me. Chat saying you could pee on me.
No.
That is a joke from our.
Pee on her. Pee
I've
on
already peed
her.
on other things
I'm giving you
on this
consent.
network.
Pee
I've
on
pissed
me.
enough.
Okay, I will say though, doesn't it sound right? Doesn't that seem like something in an emergency? I said this on stage and everyone made fun of me. And
It's not enough.
Like,
No, there's not enough.
They're still
pee.
making fun of you. That's what the chat's doing right now.
I think
see.
they're saying
It's-
good idea.
If she got bit by a
Good
jellyfish,
idea.
then you pee on her.
That's a fallacy. That's a fallacy.
Oh.
It's true.
That actually doesn't help.
Oh, bummer.
There's only
so-
one good reason to ever pee on someone. Because they ask you.
Yes.
Nicely.
And I'm asking if that would help put out the fire. Pee on me.
I'm
You
gonna.
don't need to pee on her. You just need to tamp out
I'm
the
not
fire.
gonna pee.
It's fine.
Okay, just tamp it.
He just screams. Obliteron goes.
I don't want to die.
He's like, no, my girlfriend, and runs over and starts using his massive hands to
Okay, so I'm
ragefully
going to have him
put out
leap
the
through the
flames.
flames because he's such a badass. Land on the other side and start tamping out the fire on the halfling
Oh,
cleric.
I see, because there's these tokens
Dorinda.
are blocking
Now,
my thing. Got it.
if she survives this round, Rob,
Yeah.
you never drank your healing potion. You do have the option to pull it off your belt
Yeah.
and administer that,
That was my
to
next
her.
thought. Yes.
Great. Okay.
But that was all.
So,
but that was all 3 of my actions to get over there.
yes, because it's 2 actions essentially to help someone get rid of their persistent fire damage.
I see.
I gave Jared a slight break because he was only 5 feet away. I didn't bust his
Okay.
balls
Oh, I
and
got it.
step over. But yeah, it takes 2 actions to lower their DC. So there's that. That is the end of round 1. It is the top of round 2. Guy, you're now solo, face to face with an undamaged flaming skull that's just missed you twice as you deftly dodged out of the way. Don't forget you have nimble dodge too.
Yes, I do. I almost did forget, so thank you for reminding me. So many new fun things. Okay, I am going to first action swap my bow for my rapier.
Awesome.
Have my rapier out now, and I am going to. I was debating doing the create a distraction thing now to get the sneak attack, but then that's my whole turn. I use that as the next, and then I do the sneak attack and attack.
I mean, I think I think it's a no-brainer, is what I think. Like I think
to get
because your second attack, what is it? -4?
it's -5. It's -5.
Rapier is not agile.
No, it's finesse.
Okay. So, yeah, the reason I think of it this way. You can get 2 attacks, one of which is at -5,
Yeah.
and no sneak attack. Or you can, at your highest attack bonus, you could add on what you now know in the presence of this pyramid is an additional 2d6 damage.
Yeah.
So it's probably better to get it off guard, and it lowers its AC. You
Yeah.
know?
True. Okay, I'm gonna do it's my first time doing it. I'm gonna do the create a diversion.
Okay. How does that work? It's a deception check against the perception DC. I got it. All right.
Yeah,
go.
and for this to make sense within game, I'm gonna do it almost like a feint, but not a capital F feint, but basically like it says a gesture or a trick. I'm not gonna use distracting words on a fucking skull, but I think he when he was swapping his weapons, it looked like he was gonna do something different, and then he does the cool Arya Stark drops rapier down, hand,
Nice.
and goes to shove it.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right, so first the deception then.
First, the deception.
The 15.
That is not a success, I'm afraid.
No! Okay, so now I attack like normal.
Now you attack
Damn.
like normal.
That sucks.
That was a good try.
Natural 20!
Oh! Natural
Okay.
20!
Natural 20! I thought it wasn't.
Oh,
It
wait a
was.
minute. And the rapier is deadly, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is.
All right,
So I
so-
roll a d8 instead of a d6.
No. You roll d6, add your bonus, double the damage,
Okay.
then you add on another d8 at the end of it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, just one. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that pointy, deadly part, when you get it in the right spot.
14, and now the d8.
So your damage doubled was 14,
Yes.
and now you're adding a d8,
3.
3. So 17 total points of damage.
Yes.
You heard it really bad, but you didn't kill it. It's still there in front of you, and that is your turn.
Yeah.
Now we return to Dorinda. Dorinda, who at dying 2... Now, do you have a bottle cap?
No.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I think you do.
Oh.
I didn't spend it.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
don't-
spend mine.
I don't think you
No,
have.
Rob and Jared spent
Yeah.
theirs.
Robin J. I have a bottle cap.
Bottle cap can stabilize you, so I think you're okay as long as the persistent fire doesn't do you in. So here we go. First thing you have to do is make a recovery check. If you roll a natural 1 on this, you would permanently die. You'd have to spend your bottle cap.
Right.
If you don't roll a natural 1, we'll see what happens. You could.
I rolled a natural 4.
A natural 4. Okay, natural 4 means that you now go down to dying 3. Okay?
Yeah.
Bottle cap?
And... Oh, wait, do you then take your persistent damage now and then permanently die?
Wait, 2 people
No, because I want to use my bottle cap. And two people.
2 people smothering the
people.
flames didn't put out that persistent damage?
By the book, it doesn't. Now, if there is like a...
That's crazy. What's the
That's
point?
a
why would
bunch
we even
of
do that?
silliness.
Two
What's the
players
point?
lose their turn
Yeah, we
to go
took
put out a
we
fire?
took a total of 3 actions to get this fire out.
You reduce the flat check each time. You've given her an unbelievable chance to succeed by changing it from 15 to 5.
Oh, so use
Okay,
the bottle
so-
cap and roll above
so-
roll a 5.
Yeah,
That's-
can I use my
that's
bottle
huge.
cap?
Mr. Mitten says
You can absolutely use your bottle cap. What I'm trying to do is save your bottle cap until the last possible second that you absolutely have to use it. So
Yeah, Mr. Mitten says it should have been the persistent damage first, then the recovery check, then the dying check. Is
got
the
it. Okay,
order.
that's where I screwed up. All right, great. So first you're gonna take 1d. You're gonna take damage, so you immediately go to dying 3.
Dying 3.
Then you have your dying check and you failed. You go to dying 4, permanently die. So now you got to turn in your bottle cap, and you return to
Dying 3.
unconscious but stable. But you
No,
still
stable.
have the fire,
Oh.
and you have to roll out of it with a DC 5 flat check. If you've passed the 5 flat check, you are stable at 0. If you don't pass that check, you will go down 1 to dying 1 from the fire.
Okay.
So DC 5 flat check. So you now your bottle cap's gone.
Bottle cap's gone.
DC 5 flat check
Come on, baby girl.
for your life.
Come on, baby girl. 15!
Yeah.
Hey!
Yes.
All right. So the fire does go out thanks to the help of your 2 allies. Your hero point, your bottle cap, stabilizes you. You are now at wounded 1 and unconscious. And it is the other Flaming Skull's turn. It now levels its eyes once again at Guy. And here we go. Forehead smash to the dome. Soda. Natural 3. That's not gonna cut it. Second attack is a miss with a 15, right? Yeah, that's a miss.
Yeah, miss.
Can't do anything fun here. It feels like you're unhittable, so it's going to fly
Oh no!
over to Obliteron,
No!
and that's its turn. And it is Artan, the tiger's turn.
Oh, thanks for coming right into my grasp. Tiger stance!
Tiger stance!
And
love that he says it out loud.
like somewhere off in the distance, the sound of a tiger. And now, flurry of blows. First one.
Wait.
Can you get to that thing?
I'm sorry, you're not next to it, Jared.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Fuck my
it's the
asshole.
one. Yeah.
Okay,
Can you do like a kung fu thing where you run along the walls
I
around me?
move to it.
Oh, that would have been cool.
I move to it. I tiger stance, and now I do my flurry of blows. Okay.
And, why
No,
don't you
move
flank
behind it so it's flanked.
Flank it,
Move
buddy.
behind it so it's
For fuck's
flanked.
sake. There.
There we go.
God damn you, children, and on my lawn. Here you go. I'm flanking it. All right. First attack, a flurry of
Jared's
blows.
still mad at players even when he's a player.
Okay.
Hey, mister. Shouldn't you be flanking it, mister? Sorry, mister.
15 for the first attack.
15 for the first attack is a miss.
Second attack is a natural 20.
Oh, there she goes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Natural 20 doesn't matter that there's
Doesn't
a
matter
you
that there's
rolled
a negative
natural
4
20.
there. Okay.
All right,
that's
so it's
gonna
just
be
one fist hits.
16 slashing damage.
Slashing from your fist?
It's tiger stance.
Tiger
Oh,
stance!
the tiger, right.
Claws.
Oh, and so this would normally do bleed, right?
It does if I
On a
crit.
critical success?
If I crit.
Yeah.
It
you just
also
crit.
needs to make a. What can it be stunned?
It can be stunned, but it doesn't matter. You shatter it into pieces as the
yes.
you shatter it into pieces as it flies back into the fire and crumbles. Wow. Holy crap. You made it. You did it. You survived.
Wow. Dorinda.
She's laying there.
Guy runs over and cradles her head. Oh, her tongue's out. He pushes her tongue back in her mouth. Dorinda, can you... Nope, put it back in. Dorinda, can you? You look much prettier with it back in. Okay. Can you hear me? Should I... He looks at the group. True love's kiss?
No, I don't think that will help. Does someone have a
Oh.
healing salve?
This small horn dog has saved me many times. I'm going to give her some of my entire healing potion.
She seems like she's going for the kiss. I'm just confused. I'm gonna put her down.
She's not hurt at all.
No, that's just her natural body's response. Like that's just what happens naturally.
Yeah.
It's
I put her
not-
head back down. The potion then is what you said.
Yeah, here.
Oh,
She's
okay.
ered it.
I hold her head up so you can pour it in her mouth. And I wipe thumb on her little chin.
So that's
Oh my God, thank you.
what was it? One.
We thought we lost you there.
I thought I was dead. You saved my life.
Perhaps now is a good
hero.
time for a lesson. The skulls were a manifestation of your own greed, brought on by your avarice.
I don't think so. I think that was just like a security
I think that
measure
they were.
that I should have.
that they were.
Yeah,
Yes.
And your
No, I
wanton
don't.
French kissing.
I don't think so.
I thought it seemed like perhaps it came from the magical fire brazier.
Yeah, that's what that was. I'm gonna cast a 3-action heal really fast.
Well, wait a minute. So you took this
Oh.
you took this healing potion. So it says, what is it? 2d8 plus 5 you get from the potion I just gave you.
So immediately you get
Thank
that. Yep,
you.
2d8 plus 5.
Do I
and
roll
don't-
2d8 or
I don't know.
or does?
You can roll.
Doesn't
whatever.
matter. Whoever wants
You
to.
roll.
Okay, I'll roll it.
Before you do that 3-action, John, I am not badly hurt.
14.
Oh, nice. I don't want you to waste it if you're doing it for like all of us. Like I'm fine.
I'm doing it
But I
for
know
all of
you're
us
first.
and myself. Like, why not?
But,
You know.
but remember, well, here's why not. Because it's only 1d8. If you do 2 actions for yourself, it's 1d8 plus 8. Big difference.
Yeah, well, I've got 4 of these bad boys. And I could always just do another one. I've cast one of them. So I've got 3 of these bad boys. How are you guys doing, Artan and
I have lost 5 hit points.
I lost 5 as well from the fall into the wet hole.
and Obliteron?
The
I'm
wet
at 38
hole.
out of 40. I'm okay.
All right, then you guys are doing fine, and I'll cast 2 action on myself.
Okay.
Which is 1d8 plus 8. 5 plus 8, another 13.
We have to be more careful. I don't know what I would have done if we lost you, Dorinda, and I blame myself for not recognizing a classic fiery skull trap. Idiot! It's been too long since I've been out here. I'm 45. I just don't know if I have it in me anymore. I should be dead by all
Jesus, Sydney, my
standards of
actual age
adventure.
is 45. Come on.
In this
wait a
world.
minute.
I should say, in this
45
fantasy world,
actually
I think,
isn't that old.
I think the life expectancy for our sort of characters would be
realm?
maybe 50. We live
Well,
hard.
you know,
I think we can
Obliteron
agree.
is 46.
Oh,
so-
look, he turns toward you. You look incredible.
It's the blood from other people. It's
You put it on your
moisturizing. Every time you get splattered with it, you don't
Please
wipe it
don't
off.
pry any more jewels out of any more murals.
What the security measure already activated, so I'm gonna pry the rest of it.
Stop!
You go to the second
Do
emerald
not!
Why not?
to try to pop it out.
Do
and
not.
It pops out, and there's no problem at all.
Exactly. See, it's fine. It already
Do you do a
activated.
third one?
Yeah, I do a third one.
You reach up, and it pops out with no problem.
See, what did I tell you guys? It's totally fine. How many are there?
18.
Wow.
Like I said, big treasure room.
Incredible find.
I pop out all 18 emeralds. I give 4 to each of you, and I say these 2 extra ones, I'm gonna take these because I died. And I think I deserve it.
If you want to jot this down for treasure, hey, look. I'd love to do this again. I think we should do this again sometime.
Oh, yeah.
And you should track this. You should know what kind of treasure you're getting. That's 18 emeralds. Every one of them is worth 15 silver pieces.
Oh, baby.
Seems kind of low. Not knowing the world or the
What do you think,
currency.
Chad? Should we do this again? Should we bring these cats back to finish this dungeon at some point?
Oh, I would love that.
But yeah, that's a lot of cash.
So we each get 4, and then what do we do with these extra 2?
I'm
give him
just
to
gonna hold on
Dorinda.
to him. I'm just gonna hold on to him.
Okay.
Clancy says, again. Okay,
How else am I going to learn unless we keep playing?
exactly. You
Exactly.
can't just play once.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I am
All right.
investigating
All right, Artan, you
this
wanna open
next.
that door?
I'm
I-
investigating it for
I
traps.
promise I won't
investigated it,
pry
does-
any more emeralds.
It does not appear to be trapped.
I'm going to open this door. In the next chamber, do not let your greed and avarice overwhelm you.
All right. I learned my lesson. I don't want to die again. I really like being alive.
Oh, another
It is
door.
it is another door. Doors within doors.
You open the door and you just see a short 10-foot corridor with another door. You see something written in common in like chalk on that door.
Ooh.
It says, "Good luck opening this door."
Oh, and he looks at Avron.
Thank you.
A challenge?
Well, thief, you are skilled at opening doors, are you not?
I am. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a intense-looking skeleton key that literally has like a skeleton on the key. And he goes, "This is my lady luck. Should I give it a try first?"
By all means.
You've had that
and
this whole time?
We have yet to come to a single locked door, shockingly, in this underground.
I'm always in the back. I can't tell what's going on.
Don't worry, friend. I use it when it's needed. And he'll walk forward past Artan, and I'm going to pull out my skeleton key, which I bought. And I basically get a +1 item bonus to a thievery check. And I can activate the key to magically make the lock easier to overcome. I gain a +4 status bonus to attempt to pick a lock. And for 1 minute, anyone who tries to pick the lock or break it with athletics gains a +4 status bonus on their checks.
Okay, but what you should definitely do is still examine the door to see if you can learn anything about it before you just try to thievery check it open.
Shove the key.
Perceive that
Before
door.
you get so excited about your special key.
Yeah, I love my special key.
You walk up with your key to the door, and just as you get to the door, you feel the small click of a pressure plate that you step on in front of the door. Natural 6. Sorry, Sid. I love
Why
rolling for
are you
This
rolling?
is amazing.
Yeah, why is Joe
This is
rolling?
amazing.
Why are you rolling
hear
for me?
Click, and then a brief shkunk next to you. Very briefly, because you're so sharp at this, you see a tiny hole in the wall next to you, and a spear comes shooting out of the wall directly at you. Oh, come on. My die rolled off the desk. Natty 19. You're done. You crit probably. But you get a +2 to your AC?
Nimble dodge. I get a +2 to my AC. I'm using my fucking nimble dodge.
I mean from your trap thing. Don't you get +2 to AC against traps?
Yes.
I don't think I can. I don't think I'm going to stack your nimble dodge on top of that. Nimble dodge implies like a threat that you see coming. This is a surprise, but your innate trap sense gives you a +2 bonus. They might be the same bonus for all I know in terms of the
yeah, they might
nitty-gritty.
not stack. Yeah.
Anyway, what's your AC with +2?
21.
I rolled a 33, so that is a crit, unfortunately. And the spear just clunk right into your side, 20 points of damage.
God.
Oh,
Guy!
oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
I told you to be careful.
Guys, I think I'm hurt.
Remember when I said I didn't need the health? I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
Archan runs in and pulls the spear out of Guy.
Oh!
Yeah, and that fresh blood starts pouring out.
Boom. Should I have not have done that?
I'm gonna cast
No,
one of my
it's
heals.
fine.
I'll cast one of my heals.
No,
on
put it
him.
back.
No.
I put the spear into her,
Yeah, you're
into
letting
her
all the
side
blood
again.
out.
No.
Tolubar on Twitch says he was 45. Not a great loss.
I knew I would die.
He had 1 foot in the grave anyway.
I knew I would die at 40.
You get 11 points healed back.
Holy shit, I was literally at 1 HP.
Wow, 21 hit point. And I rolled Midland on it. It is a high damage trap, but it's a one-shot thing.
It's funny because
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
I don't need those 5 hit points, those measly 5 hit points to do like the group heal. If I had taken those 5 hit points, I would have been much better. But,
I see.
okay.
I see. That makes sense.
I was not down too much, but that's a lot of damage. Okay, so he puts his hand on Dorinda. Thank you. I'm going to do the door now.
You're welcome.
I missed that one, but I'm sure there's nothing on the door. I'd like to check for traps on the door.
Okay. The door does not appear to be trapped. It seems this was the trap.
Cool.
You've already triggered it. And, I think, what is this? Anyway,
So,
you want to
yeah.
open the door?
Yes, is it unlocked?
It is locked.
Oh, it's locked. Okay.
Yeah, so you have the skeleton key, and so you just say you have that, and I give you access to any locked door?
No.
No, once per day, when I use the key to pick a lock, I activate it to magically make the lock easier. I get a +4 status bonus on my attempt to pick the lock.
Okay,
So I'll
great. Go
roll
ahead. Give me that
thievery.
check. Thievery.
22 with the +4.
You get it in there. Pop. And you feel you have unlocked the door.
Nice.
Dude.
He pulls it back
Well
out
done,
and
Sid.
shows the group. I do love a challenge.
Oh, it hurts.
Okay.
All right, open the door whenever you would like.
I'm gonna click it now. Okay. Ooh.
Treasure.
Inside.
What the heck is this?
Oh, man. As you open the door, you see a wooden chest sitting on a stone dais, framed in wood. That's all you see right now.
So wait, a stone dais and then a wood floor and then a chest?
Yep. No, a stone dais, and at the top of the stone dais is wood. Yeah, like a wood bottom,
Like a
and then
plinth,
a wood.
like a wood pedestal or something?
Yeah, and then the wooden chest on top of it.
I'm gonna walk into the room.
Wow.
Guy, I'm searching for traps. And I'm being stealthy.
Yep, I already rolled for you. You did not detect any traps inside the room or on the chest itself.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, Artan, my avarice and greed is singing.
I must search for the treasures that Krygor took from my people. I will enter the room.
Okay.
But it's,
Obliteron, you wanna come on in too?
Okay.
it's telling me my movement collides with the wall.
Oh, you have to move.
Why?
You have to
Just-
like
you
walk
gotta
in
move
the door
like a-
exactly.
Yeah, I got it.
It's very particular.
Okay.
All right.
You go in there and determine that the chest is not trapped, and it is also locked. And yeah, you don't have a key.
Use your skeleton
I
key.
take out my skeleton key again. It's good for a minute. And for anyone else who tries to pick, even if I
A minute
fail.
has passed.
Oh,
Because you open this door, you come in, you check for traps, you look around, everybody's
Okay.
coming in. A minute has passed. So you can't use this key again today? Is that how you said it's once per day?
yeah, it's once per day.
Okay. Yeah, so
This
one you'd have to do the old-fashioned way if you want to try picking it.
Okay.
I-
He takes out his thieves'
Okay,
tools.
go ahead.
Oh, wait,
go
yeah.
ahead.
No. Artan.
You want me to try?
Perhaps while I take a moment for my side, you could give it a try.
All right. I'm notoriously
While
bad
he's
at
doing
rolling
that, I'll
dice.
treat your wounds. I'm gonna try.
Oh,
I'm gonna
thank
treat
you.
your wounds.
Thank you.
All right. Here we go.
16. That's a success. How much healing? I forget.
What are we doing? You're working on treat. It's 2d8.
2d8. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah,
I should
2d8 on treat wounds.
And I have rolled my thievery check to get the chest open.
And what did you get?
I
15.
rolled-
15 points. Sorry.
I rolled a 27.
27 is a critical success. You gain 2 successes toward opening the chest.
What?
It is still not
Oh.
open.
Huh?
Oh, interesting.
Do another check.
Sydney, you gain 15 health points.
Guy, do you want to try to
as I
get some
treated you.
successes toward opening this chest? Guy, would you like to try now, or do you want me to try
No,
again?
Yeah.
you can do it. Jared, you do it while she's
All
getting
right,
treated
great.
wounds. You
Here we go.
you gotta
Here
I
comes
can
the
do it.
second.
Okay,
I'm doing it.
You said 15, Mary Lou? Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, 15.
Thank you.
All right. That time I rolled an 11.
11
Oh.
is a failure.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, so you continue to roll as these wounds are being treated, but eventually we'll say you are able to unlock this. There's no negative consequence to continually failing. It's just a time thing. But since you're taking 10 minutes anyway to work on Guy, you can eventually get this chest open. Click. It opens up. Inside, you see a small pouch of coins and what looks like a scroll case.
Ooh.
Can I count the coins? I've got, what you call it, eye for numbers, so I can quickly just count things.
Lets you count.
Eye for numbers.
Yep.
Eye for
Oh yeah,
numbers,
because you're a cleric of Abadar, yeah.
You have
It's
an
accountant
education.
god. That's amazing. Okay, you open up the coin purse and start pouring the coins out, and they are all pristine gold coins. You find 40 gold pieces in this pouch, and then there is, of course, the scroll case.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
And I'll unroll the scroll case.
Unroll the scroll case with detecting magic and your knowledge of
Arcana.
no, in this case of the divine.
Oh.
You see that this is a divinely imbued scroll of runic weapon.
Oh.
So essentially, this would be a one-time use scroll that you could use to infuse a weapon with a striking rune.
Nice.
Basically, it becomes a +1 striking weapon, which, Rob, striking means you double the damage die. So your 1d8 + 8 would be 2d8 + 8.
Wow. Okay.
For 1 minute.
It's sick.
Yeah.
Super
So
sick.
for like one combat, your weapon would be sick narsty.
Supercharged. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Supercharged, yeah.
Your weapon would be sick nasty.
Yeah.
And that is all that you see in the chest. And that is all that you see in the room.
Abadar, thank you for keeping me alive so that I could find this bounty.
The poor
great,
will
you guys.
greatly benefit from these coins as I scatter them in the streets to the lepers and beggars.
So we each get 10 gold.
Yep. Just gonna take my gold.
I'm just going to take,
Before.
real quick, take my gold.
Take my gold away from
Are
everyone.
you sure you wouldn't like to contribute it to my charity?
Mine?
Yes.
No. I need the
I'm
gold
going to take
for-
these coins to halfway houses and hand them to drunks and lepers and old people
You know, why
missing
don't you
legs.
let me hold? Why don't you let me hold your money for you? And we can talk about how to best create more wealth with your wealth.
And you
after
promise to
this
give it
dungeon
back
is
to me
through.
later, and you will not invest it because investiture is the game of demonic whores.
That is actually how I worship my god. It's through investment, and my god has a sort of like a trickle down approach of bounty.
That always
and-
works.
I don't know if that works.
Your god is
does.
your
It
god
does
is
work.
anathema to me, and I do not believe I am allowed to make eye contact with you any longer. He quickly scoops up his 10 gold.
That is, I am being discriminated against on the basis of religion, and I think that that's not cool. But whatever.
Perhaps we should head back to the pit room. Find another way to go.
I think we
Yes.
have been successful and we should leave.
Yes, this treasure may be enough to purchase Destructress's freedom. Maybe then she will learn my name.
Yes, we have won.
She doesn't.
She doesn't even know you. I thought that you were betrothed.
She is the great love of my life, but does not give me the time of day yet. But I'm sure once I buy her freedom, she will pay attention to Obliteron.
The men in this game are not
sweetheart.
problematic at all.
Oh,
sweetheart.
darling.
I have so much to
We'll talk.
offer her. I'm sure she'll get it.
You have so much to offer so many different women. Why do you want somebody who doesn't want you? You know?
She hasn't said no. She just keeps telling me that she likes it better as friends.
That's no, darling.
But I figure that's just the pressure of being a captive forced to fight.
Obliteron, she will say no
Obliteron, do you remember
emphatically
when you
when
told
she
me-
means it.
Remember when you told me that we were just friends?
Yes.
That was a no, right?
Well, it's because I have these conflicted feelings for Destructors.
Yeah. So when she said you're just friends, that was a no.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
Obliteron, try sending her anonymously a large bouquet of flowers.
You see, like, some slight, like, rivulets of moisture coming down from underneath the skull. Everything's fine. Let's go.
While they're talking, Guy pulls out a small notebook called How to Pick Up Chicks. And he's reading a page that says, if your chick is paying attention to another dude, all you gotta do is be a little mean. So he walks over to Obliteron and Dorinda and says, huh, your hair's different. I think I liked it the other way. And then he walks off back towards the pit room.
He does that to Dorinda?
Yeah, he does it to Dorinda.
Dorinda's now obsessively fixing her hair, like messing with her hair.
I think my hair looks great. Okay, I died. Sorry. Sometimes your hair gets a little messed up when you die. Whatever. Yeah, let's go back. I'm not leaving this place. Clearly, this mansion has a lot of treasure, and we've only seen fractions of it. There's got to be way more here, and I refuse to believe that was. Where's the rest of the party? Right? That adventuring party? We've only seen one of their corpses.
We have also seen a dark pyramid possessed by a phantom power.
Yeah, and that was bad. I will admit. But nothing's happened yet, so let's keep going.
Yes, I feel the need even more than before to kill things.
Kill things. And I think, Mary Lou, I think that you've put it pretty well. You guys have delved into this place. You've uncovered a lot of stuff that seems very strange and very sort of otherworldly, and not it's certainly not from this area of the world. A well-traveled person has collected these items, and it seems like there could definitely be a lot more. Let's go down and see kind of what's down this last hallway, and then we're going to come to a close here very soon. But we're going to have to come back because there's more to explore.
Obviously,
come back.
Let's see what's down this hallway. When you last looked down this southern hallway, you saw it ended in a T intersection, and then you turned back to go to the door to the northeast that led into the brazier room with the flaming skull, where Dorinda died. Now you're back at this door, heading south to a T intersection. Guy is in front. What do you do?
Guy nods to Artan. Going to open the door.
It is open.
I'm walking.
I will,
no
I
trap
closed it.
guy.
Hold on.
I will
Open that
follow.
again. All right. I'll come to the end of the hallway and see what I can see.
As you get to the end of the hallway, you peek left.
Oh, I accidentally closed the door. I didn't mean to.
You peek left, you peek right, you see in 10 feet on one side, about 20 feet on the other, they both end in more doorways. Which way do you go?
Let's
Okay,
open them
then he-
both at the same time.
That seems fun.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
That way the two arrows that shoot at us will hit each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Or maybe
it.
they'll cancel each other out, you know?
I am searching for
All
traps
right.
as I go to the western door.
And I'm searching for traps.
I've already
go.
rolled. You do not detect any traps. I just rolled as Guy got to the intersection.
Ready?
Oh, you know what? I rolled for Guy, and you said now you're searching. You do not detect any traps, Artem.
Hate how you said that.
All
Why
right.
did you say it like
Guy.
that?
I rolled something. Whatever.
Yes.
On 3.
All right.
Wait.
Wait, Guy.
Wait. I have to tie my shoe. Wait, hold on. What is it, Joe?
What are you doing?
They
What
want
are
to
you
open the
actually
doors at
doing?
the same time.
We're opening the doors at the same time.
You are actually opening the doors at the same time?
Because it's silly.
Yeah, we are.
Fun.
Okay.
I like it.
Everyone duck.
Okay, everybody.
Yeah, Guy's gonna like suck in, so just in case a spear comes.
Here, Obliteron, come back with me just a step.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, now I think it's a bad idea.
Oh, it's a bad idea.
It's
It's
fun.
1,000% a bad
On
idea.
3. 1,
1.
2, 3.
Huh. Oh, my room is very empty.
My room has animated armor in it, I think.
And a giant spider web.
Fuck.
As you open the door, as you open the 2 doors at the same time. I mean, it's crazy. It's like, should we get back together again to watch everybody die, or should we just go long now so that you all die immediately?
No, come on.
Shut one of
And
the
then it's
doors,
over.
Joe.
Yeah.
You open
Exactly.
up. Let's start with Artan. Artan, you open up the door, and your magical light spills into a room that has a long red. It's a longer room. It heads down to the south. You don't see the end wall, and to the northern part, you just can barely see. Your light is starting to barely touch what looks to be some sort of altar to something. Down the middle of this room runs a lush red carpet. Just on the other side of the red carpet, you see an armored knight holding a glaive and slowly walking away from you. As you open the door, it does not appear to notice, and it just slowly moves out of sight.
I shut the door
As
again.
if it's patrolling. As if it's patrolling. You close the door.
Yeah, quietly.
Quiet. You are very stealthy. On the other side, Guy, you peer into a room that's rather strange. As soon as you open up the door, just 5 feet away from you, you see a wall right there. However, the wall rounds out and runs away from you, as if there's some interior room to this room. So the wall rounds out and goes away from you enough that you can see to the north and to the south. You see to the south, spider webs are covering all parts of this stone wall, and the same thing to the north. If you did not have dark vision, you might not see more details than that. But with your monochromatic dark vision, Guy, as you're looking to the webs in the north, you see the unmistakable shape of a halfling-sized body hanging from the webs. And that's where we'll have to stop.
Yeah.
That's where we'll have to stop for today. We got to get the crew back together, so we gotta do this again sometime.
Oh
This
my
was so
God,
fun,
please.
guys. Thank you for letting me bring Disorganized Play back. Such a good time. We had like 3 days of prep for this, and it was like, let's just run a dungeon crawl. And I think that it was so much fun. You guys
was
are
awesome.
amazing.
So good.
So much fun.
You bring so much humor to the whole thing, and I greatly appreciate it. So thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know when it's coming back. I don't know how. We'll let everybody know. Schedules are crazy and stuff, but we got to finish this one at some point. But we'll leave our heroes here now. Yes, Jared.
I was just going to say, let's give Joe a hand for being a great GM.
Yes, great GMing.
hey, thank you.
Absolutely.
Much
Thanks for
appreciated, guys.
Putting up with
Yes,
us.
Yeah.
and so fun.
Thanks for
Yes,
holding
thank
my
you.
hands,
Sitting
guys.
through our riffs and our make-em-ups.
Yeah.
and our make-em-ups, our Imagineering. You guys did a fantastic job, and Rob, I hope you liked your first
It was
taste
so fun. It's great.
of PF2E, and hopefully there'll be more to come. Thank you, everybody who was here watching live.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
You guys are so awesome. Everybody out there on YouTube and on Twitch, we do this live on YouTube and Twitch. It's so awesome to see all of you, and we look forward to the next one. So until then, take it easy, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, wait, that's not right. Disorganized play. Bye.